traditional custodians, the Wiradjuri people, with also special respect and recognition going to our clans of the Bangarang people from Wangaratta, as well as the Wiradjuri people here from Lavington. And on behalf of our local Indigenous community, our traditional custodians, elders past and present, I'd like to welcome you all. The theme for NADOC this year is an interesting one. It's called For Our Elders, and we pay special respect to those who've gone before us and paved the way in lots of different things. And even today, around the idea of our sports and our clubs, we like to pay tribute to our elders and to our grandparents. And I see a lot of grey hair here today, and the grandparents, grandmothers and grandfathers who support their families in sport in this way. Well done, recognition and respect to you as well. And so for respect towards our elders. We feel that it's something that's quite missing a little bit in this day and age in 2023, but it's about bringing some of that back. And so I do speak on behalf in that way. And now, before our players get too cold, I'd like to sing for you the Wiradjuri welcome song about caring, about sharing, about respecting and honouring. May the spirit of our ancestors give you swiftness and safety as you compete out here today. And all the best. May the best team win.
There we go. That is Darren White. And we're going to take a break. When we come back, that's it for Baker Motors pre-game. We'll be here ready for live action at the first bounce. On O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Cavalier Homes. Every day lives here. Looking for your dream home? cavalierhomes.com.au.
O&M Live on 2A1.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Recognise this face? I've been in more beer ads than anyone else, and all I'm told to do is smile, sip and laugh a bit.
0.0% alcohol.
This changes everything.
I can swim! I can upgrade heavy machinery! I can actually drive! Onwards, beer drinkers!
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
From entertainment to news and subscriptions in between. Manage select subscriptions in one place with Optus SubHub. Streamline your paid subscriptions and save up to 10%. It starts with yes.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend, we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Okay, welcome back to the Lavington Sports Ground. We're not too far away from a start. Robbie McKinlay, I've got Luke Francis, Scotty Montgomery down boundary side, Dan Vaccaro, 40 Winks. Before we go to Luke Francis for the first bounce, Scott Montgomery for the Newmarket Hotel, who won the toss?
Yeah, the toss has been one and done, and it's number 13 for Wangaratta Rovers won the toss of the 2-13. So Sammy Murray won the toss, and we'll kick towards the second over, boys, with the win. It's probably a 3 or 4 goal breeze too, so pretty strong down here at ground level. But yeah, as I said, it's probably the right end to go. It's probably the best 50 out of the two of them. It looks like the other ends, the Hannah Street end's a bit chopped up.
There we go. That's Scott Montgomery, who'll be doing his finest down there today for the Newmarket Hotel. And Dan Vaccaro on the 40 Winks stat sheet. Just quickly for the Wangaratta Rovers, our players we're tracking.
For Wangaratta Rovers, Robbie, Sam Murray, Garish, Dylan Stone, Brody Fowler and Cody Shutt.
Here's Luke Francis. We're underway at the Sports Ground.
Here we go, Robbie. Tim Hanna and Toby Murray to lock horns, and away we go. He went through Glanville's legs. Toby Murray just hacked it off the ground in the early stages, goes back to Curley, and Curley takes the mark on defensive 50. So Panthers want to shoot it out to the outer side. Here's Ewan McKinlay, high sort of chip around the corner kick, playing front spot with Sean Driscoll. And then Brennan got it away to Tom Hargrave, over to Albers. So they're about 60 out from home here, kicking towards the Hannah Street end. Chip ball inside the attacking zone for the Panthers. Driscoll front spot, spoiled away, and then going out of Cook, went by Henderson. Hopper now has it, tries to get a hand pass to Tom Hargrave, sweeping ball out of the pack. Paddy Murray got cleaned up by Garland, quite fair though, ball at ground level. Sean Driscoll goes in and is brought to ground, and we'll have a stoppage here at the Hannah Street end. Back pocket for the Rovers, Robbie.
Thanks, Lukey. Boundary throw in. Good attacking position here for Lavington. 20 out from goal. Murray won the top. Snap on goal. Panthers have scored. They've got the first one, but it's only a minor. And it was Billy Glanville. Read it superbly off the pack. Through for a minor score. Would have been a nice early one. Scotty Montgomery for the Newmarket Hotel.
Absolutely. And what a tap there from Timmy Hanna. Just got it straight down the throat. So it's a big job today for Toby Murray. He's going to have to make sure he's right in those contests so that they don't get easy clearances like that at Lavington.
Sam Murray from the fullback position in the back on Albers. So he will get. Let's have a look. Here's Miles. 70 out from home. Drills it in. High ball going in. Driscoll went at the back. It was Sam Murray at the front. They play on. Kick was smothered from Cook. Ends up in Philo's hands. Trying to weave through traffic here. Try to take on one too many, I reckon. Ground level. Tom Hargrave got swung around. Got it on the boot. Cody Shutt gets a fist to it. Sam Murray picks it up and then loses his clutch on the footy. McKinlay comes in. At the bottom of the pack, looks to be McNamara, and the ball is tied in. And again, we'll have another stoppage. Bit going on here, Scotty.
Yeah, they're into Dylan Stone, boys, at every chance, and they didn't like that one.
Here, out of the ruck, Jack Driscoll. He took it on his chest, and he had a snap on goal from 15 metres out directly in front, and he missed. So there's a couple of really good chances there missed by Lavington so far. And it'll be Sammy Murray who'll bring it back into play. Still going on there. Luke Garland's involved, Cody Shutt, and Sam Murray steps outside the square. Kick's got to be good. It's missed target. Shawnee Driscoll got one high. Play on's the call. And it's going to be balled up. 40 out from the Lavington goal. Bit happening, Monty, off the ball.
Yeah, a lot happening, as I said. They're into this, Dylan Stone from the first bounce. So just making sure he knows it's going to be a tough day for him. He's not going to get anything easy because he probably just ran around and found his own footy last week in the Wang Derby. A couple weeks ago, sorry.
A.T. Jones' time clock has gone 3 minutes. 2 behinds on the scoreboard of the Panthers. McNamara under high pressure to Paddy McNamara. They're about to come outside 50. Hopper, though, with front spot for the Panthers. Tries to keep the ball in front of him. Henderson just got rid of him. and then put it on the boot, sent it down towards centre wing. Wilson's after it. The line might beat him. Wilson wanted the line in the end in front of Butler. As we go to you, Scotty, for the Newmarket.
Yeah, absolutely. Butler really lined him up there, didn't he? But he got out of bounds, just luckily for Dylan Wilson there. But just the way they're coming out of the back half there, Wang Rovers, probably going to be a longer game today. They can't do that chip and chase sort of kicking footy like they were trying to do all year.
Toby Murray tapped it to Philo, and he got a little push, hand in the back. So Philo, chance for handball off to Murray now. Murray with a bit of dash and run. Squares the ball up, kicks it inside forward 50. Mark Lewis there, got a push, I reckon, and he's going to get a free kick. And it's going to go the way of Alex Marklew. How many inside forward 50s for Lavington? That was the first for the Rovers, Dan.
Lavington kept it in there a lot longer, but they've had 2, and so have Rovers. They've just gone in and out. And Sam Murray, boys, up to the 3 disposals, as well as Brody Philo as well on the 40-wing stat sheet.
So Marklew is right in front of the electronic scoreboard here at Lavington in that pocket flank. He'll kick it from about 45 metres and 10 metres in from the boundary line, kicking to the Lavington number 2 change rooms. Marklew just runs around a little bit, opens up the angle. Kick was always to the right, and it stayed there. It came back superbly, and it's through for the first goal of the afternoon. That's a real confidence booster for the Wangaratta Rovers. Inside 50 for the first time. They get a goal, Dan Vaccaro.
Absolutely, and what a great finish it was there by Alex Marklew. They'll be a little bit disappointed, Lavy. They've had all the play. They've won the territory battle in the opening 5 minutes, but Rovers getting one along against the grain there. And a really positive start from Tommy Hargrave. He's had 3 touches in the opening 5 minutes as well, so a really good start by him. And Billy Glanville, Ewan McKinlay have all got their hands in the footy, but Rovers get one against the Tide, Robbie.
Gee, judge that one well, Scotty.
Yeah, kicked it out there, let it out there and let the breeze do the work. As I said, it's a pretty strong breeze down here at ground level, so beautiful kick there from Elmer. Just bloody brought it back beautifully.
Rightio, back in the middle. First term brought to you by A-grade oils and batteries.
We've lost the footy, boys.
Yeah, it actually bounced up on the roof, boys, so I don't think they'll be getting that one back today.
Okay, so what have you got for us, Robbie? You got a ukulele there or something?
Yeah, I'll tell you what I haven't got. It's a ladder. That would be handy at this stage. So some young smart kid will nick that later in the day as the new ball is coming out on the ground. The good news, just Craig Eastick, the umpire there, just dropped one overhead there. So an early error there from one of the umpires.
And the range is starting, boys, so could get very interesting.
The wind picking up a bit too.
It's nice up here, Mont.
Yeah, I'm undercover, don't worry. Sit back here for mate Simon Plunkett.
Here we go. So second
you don't
ball.
have mates.
The new ball. We've got the new ball here, Robbie.
Yeah.
Rightio. Hannah versus Toby Murray. Philo picked it up and he missed shut with the hand pass. Curley came in off the square. And then going forward, Hallows. Kick was partially smothered. Picked up by Sam Murray. I think he's had about 4. Has he now, Dan Vaccaro?
4 on the 40-wing stat sheet, Lukey.
And what's happened here? Free kick, Scotty.
Yeah, got caught holding the footy. Probably a little bit stiff there, Jake. He probably just got, Jake O'Brien that is, he probably just got knocked out in the tackle, but umpire pinged him.
Okay, so Toby Murray with it. Back of the square for the Rovers, defensive side. Wants McNamara on the halfback flank. Plays on. No one manning the mark for the Panthers. Ordinary kick, bouncing ball out in front of Lewis. And the ball has found the chalk. So at the moment, the Wang Rovers 6 lead the Panthers 2 on the Steel Line scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone close to 7 minutes in the opening term. Here's Robbie McKinlay from McRae Motors.
Thanks, Lukey. 6-2. Rovers lead Panthers. Boundary throw in. Hannah and Murray. Murray put his hand on an advantage real play here. So Tommy Hargrave quickly kicks the ball. Now that ball held up definitely as it was going into the defensive part of the ground. McQuaid was able to take the mark. That's a high floating kick. Finds Chamberlain, halfback for the Rovers. Standing the marks O'Brien. Kick to the middle of the ground. Not a very good one. Hallows missed a chance to turn it over. Coming through now was Osborne. Got a handball to Gerrish. Gerrish kicks it inside forward 50. Here's a go for Marklew. Kicked off the ground by Spina was good. Over the footy now. They've got numbers. Yates is there. And there's a whistle. Free kick's another free kick in front of goal for the Wangaratta Rovers. And it's going to go the way of Dylan Wilson. What did you see there, Mont?
Yeah, I didn't really see it, but he paid too high, so it must have been just an incidental contact on Dylan Wilson there. So he got a set shot from about 45 out. But the Rovers are showing they're just trying to get the footy in as quick as they can, put the Lavington back 6 under pressure. And if this rain hangs around, boys, it will be a very slippery, wet footy.
Yeah, wet footy, wet day. You don't want to be giving away free kicks inside forward 50. Wilson comes in, kick on the way. It's a horrible spin. and it goes through, and it hit the post. It had such a spin on it, Luke. It was covering a lot of ground. It was like a helicopter. One behind, 117 the Rovers, 2 behind Lavington. A couple of 40-wing stats, Dan Vaccaro.
Yeah, well, that was their third inside 50, Robbie, and Sam Murray's leading the way with 4 touches, as well as Brodie Follo's been real prominent in that midfield with 4 touches as well.
Jake O'Brien from the fullback position turns it over to Chamberlain. So the Rovers with a chance to fire it straight back in here. Chamberlain looking for movement, puts a high ball up. Look at that. Very high one. Now comes down, lands in the hands of Jake O'Brien. So he'll get another chance. He's taken the mark here, deep in defensive 50. Scoreboard end. He goes with the long one to the outer side. Good kick, that one. Finding Albers, plays on. 25-metre kick down the line to Sean Driscoll, true centre wing, far side. Panthers in their silver Indigenous playing strip today. Indigenous round 12, the O&M. Garland took the mark, shifts it down to Curley, so this is good footy. And now they pump it inside the attacking zone, short one. Chipping in, though, was Smith for the Rovers. And they hold up. Short one to Murray, who put it down. Curley's after him. Murray got a high hand pass out to Gaston. Good hands back to Smith. They're just playing a little cute back there. The McKinlay out wide, and it's turned over again to Sam Murray, Robbie.
Yeah, Murray has it at half-back, velodrome side of the ground.
6 disposal for Sam Murray too, boys.
And it's a thumping one too. Kicks it long, goes to centre wing. Wilson gathered on the half volley, was tackled by Bevan. Chance for Ewan McKinlay. Handballed out in front of him towards the boundary line. And it's going to be thrown back in. Centre wing. Monty, what are you spotting for the Newmarket Hotel down there?
You can see already. Even Sam Murray dropped that mark just before. It's going to be one of those days, I think. I think that footy's going to turn into a bar of soap pretty quickly, boys, with a lot of groundwater already out there.
Yeah, that's for sure. So the ball comes back into play. You can see the breeze took that ball from the boundary throw. And big Timmy Hanna just roved it superbly. But unfortunately, umpire Eastick says we're going to have to do it all again. So it was probably a really good indication of just how strong this breeze is at the moment from that boundary throw in. The young fella, up it goes, and look at it, swing around there. So everyone's going to have to get used to that. Hallows over the footy. Chance here for Neander. High kick, inside forward 50. Tumbling click. O'Brien was there. Stayed below. Tapped it. Backhander. Chamberlain was good. Got a handball back off there to Henderson, and he kicks the half forward.
He does, Robbie. Spooner after this ball. The line might beat him. It does. And it's gone over the chalk there. Left to centre wing, and we'll go to Dan Vaccaro on the 40-wing stat sheet. What do you got for us, Dan?
Oh, pretty reasonable. Reasonably even at the moment in this contest, boys. So 5 inside 50s for Lavington and 4 for Rovers. But it's been Sam Murray leading the charge. He's got 6 disposals already on the 40-wing stat sheet, as well as Brodie Follow, who's got 4 as well. And for Lavington, Tom Hargrave leading the way with 4 disposals.
And there's been a free kick given here, boys, down the ground against, I think it's Luke Garland on Sam Murray. So about 80 metres off the ball.
Yeah, that's very interesting. So good pick up, Scotty. We'll go around the grounds very shortly, Robbie. But firstly, Philo's got it. Now, the man on the mark's at about 55. This is at the scoreboard end.
This is where he would have kicked it from Myrtleford that day.
He's loaded up there. Look at that. It's going all the way, is it? Oh, for a behind.
So he would have kicked the Myrtleford one, I reckon.
He could have scored. Well, that would have been... That would have levelled the score, I think.
There was no breeze that day.
So 8 plays 2 on the Steel Line scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone 11.5. Robbie, let's go around the grounds thanks to McRae Motors.
Yeah, there'll be a free kick going to go the way of Drew Bevan at centre half back. Yeah, hot start in Wangaratta. Wangaratta 20, Yarrawonga 12. It's 1-1 in the derby in Wodonga. 7-2 Rovers lead Panthers here, of course, as Neander marks. And 15 Albury, 1 to North Albury. Neander kicks the ball nicely. A good mark taken there by Curley. Got it off to Garland. Garland goes long. Driscoll's a target. McQuaid was there. He did really well, did Jason McQuaid. He knocked it through for a rush behind. So they score again, the Panthers. This little trend of points is following them, Luke. 3 behinds. Wang Rovers 1-2-8.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie. So the Panthers yet to score a major.
And we're doing it for our good friends at A-Grade Oils and Batteries this quarter.
And that's right. And here's Sam Murray from the fullback position. Wasn't a drop punt, but it hit Toby Murray perfectly, his brother. So just outside the 50 arc here, Hannah Street end. Toby Murray just saying, let's slow it down, boys. Long dump kick down the line. Looking for Mark Clue. Spooner fell into the hands of Mark Clue in the end. Nice vision to Henderson. He wants to square it up here to McCarthy by hand. Shuts on now, or misses him with a hand pass. Made it hard for him. Yates came from the other direction. And the ball is tied up. The Panthers had the bye last week in round 11. prior to that. They really put a number on the Myrtleford Saints. A 79-point victory right here on their home deck. It really was a dominant performance, Robbie.
Yeah, ball's at midfield. Garish does well off the left foot, kicks it inside forward 50. Good fist from behind. Ball comes down to Chris Annette. Hurried kick. Oh, good work by Jake O'Brien. Handball to Hurry to Hopper. Hopper went low. That was clever. Intercepted, though, nicely by young Charles Ledger there. Kicks towards half forward. Good effort from Bevan. Head over the footy there from Yates. Play on was a call. Nice work. They get it back out. Oh, and it went in hard. Might have ducked his head, though. Good umpiring. Chance here for Billy Glanville. And has he been slung? No, he's been tackled. It'll be a ball up. Dan Vaccaro.
Just an interesting one on Billy Glanville. I think they're paying pretty close attention to him. He's only had the one disposal so far this quarter, and he's averaging 32 for the year as well.
Gaston went early against Tanner. Garish turned it over to Hanson. Ball coming towards the boundary.
Oh!
What a mark!
That's a good grab.
By Lewis. Scotty, that was a beauty.
Yeah, it was, wasn't it? He goes hard, doesn't he, Justin Lewis? He puts his head over it and just went back 100 miles an hour there into a great grab.
Inside 50, attacking zone for the Rovers. Hargrave read it nicely to Spina. This way to Bevan. Now he's got Neander on. Will the ball sit for him? Lewis is in front. Front spot. Hanson goes again. Ball out of bounds. The Wang Rovers won ever so easily over the Wodonga Raiders down at WJ Finlay Oval 7 days ago. 121 points the margin. 15 goals. And they responded after that mammoth loss to the Wang Magpies in the derby in round 10, Robbie.
Hannah did well on the ruck. The Rovers are going to... Gee, there's a bold effort to try to get that out. I think in the end, Alex Marklou's going to be penalised for that. Something didn't seem right about it, Mont, and John O'Spina's going to get the free kick.
Come on, I'll be honest, I've got 15 blokes standing in front of me for that one, so I couldn't see it.
Fair enough, mate. Gaston did well, got a fist from behind. McCarthy will love these conditions. Kick off the ground, finds Marklou. Look away, handball, no one was looking. That's the problem. It slipped off the fist of Marklou. A lot of players around the ball. Lewis was there. Good work by Jackie Garish. He's going to get a free kick. Oh, he's dropped the ball. Good tackle by the boy from Tumut, Bevan. Slid a handball to Hargraves. They're going to be 50 contest here. Jack Driscoll brings the ball to ground. Here comes the Cook man, the big wicket keeper. Beautifully over the top. Ewan McKinley. Well done, Sam Murray. He spoiled it right at the crucial moment. He got a fist on it. And Sam Murray take a bow. That was a certain mark coming up there to young Ewan McKinley, Mont.
Yeah, in the goal square. He worked so hard to get down there, but Sam Murray worked just as hard to follow him down and did a great thing and just got it through for a rush behind. So well done, Sammy Murray.
Yeah, Robbie McKinley calling it perfectly for McRae Motors. Gaston down in front. Stone. Curley's got it though. Hurriedly on the boot. Nolan's back there. Or beat him straight through his legs. Now Sam Murray and Hallow's about to meet here. Murray, just his head over the footy, gets it back in. Look at that to Garish. So defensive 50, and Jack goes on a searching run here. He wants to kick it straight into the middle, gets Marklou, wonderful. Oh, just couldn't quite reel it in, Alex. Knocks it on, and away goes Paddy Murray. Low ball.
Able to go coast to coast so quickly, and Jack Garish can take a bow for that one. He was fantastic there playing on and taking some off and playing it through the midfield, and Sam Murray's just been an unbelievable touch, boys. He's up to the 9 touches as well, saving a certain goal for Lavington early as well. Brody Philo with the 5 touches. So all the big names for Rovers getting their hands on the footy early on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Give that goal to Sam Murray for mine, Mont. He saved a certain one at the other end.
He did, and then he had the balls come back inboard to Jackie Garish to start it off, really, and that's where it all started from. And then they just got it moving quick, and you got space a lot inside 50, you're going to kick goals, I think.
McKinley, quick kick out of the middle, dribbles away towards full forward. O'Brien might have pushed it, painted it in the back. Play on was a call. Jake O'Brien, quick handball to Hargrave. Hargrave, chipping kick towards Miles Albers, didn't sit for him. Garish did well. Handball release was okay. Bouncing in and around off there was Charles Ledger, and he's been penalised. He's been penalised, so they've been hot inside forward 50, and Sean Driscoll will have a shot. Monty, he'll kick it, I reckon, from about 42 metres. This will be a great indication of the breeze.
Yeah, it's right on the limit, I reckon, kicking in this breeze for Shawnee. It was a great tackle to get and got rewarded really well by Craig Estick, the umpire, but yeah, definitely on his limit here with that breeze.
Maybe the grandstand pocket does shield it a bit, Lukey. So if you're going to have a shot into the breeze, this is probably the spot to have it from. Sean Driscoll, 40 out, hit it low, it's got the distance. He's pushed it to the left, so the Lavington Panthers have had more scoring shots. We've seen that before this year. 5 behinds. Trail Wangaratta Rovers 2-2-14.
Yeah, you're spot on, Robbie, and they've had 9 inside 50s to Rovers 8, so they're right there with them. They're just kicking poorly at the moment.
Sam Murray.
10th touch for Sam Murray too, boys.
That signature left foot kick. out of the fullback position. Long to the outer side. Here's Curley for the Panthers. Just a hack kick. Sean Driscoll got the inside ball to Curley. Got rid of Stone. Here's Hargrave out to McKinlay. Faked, went inside McNamara. Short ball inside over the back. Bouncing Murray again. How many now, Dan?
11.
Wow.
Unreal. There's Mark Clue. Out wide to Garish and misses him. It's gone out of bounds. Scotty, what have you thought of the first term so far for the Newmarket?
Yeah, just at the moment, looks like all Rovers are probably just that little bit cleaner when it counts. Down back, they've been really clean down there and been able to chop off a lot of inside 50s from Lavington, whereas at the other end, every time Rovers go in there, they look really, really dangerous and like they're going to score every single time.
Hey, Mont, keep an eye on young Lewis coming off the ground now too, mate. Just looks a little bit indisposed, so we'll keep an eye on that one. Handball was okay there from Amory. They're not going to clear it just yet. Now they will. Ball to centre wing towards there. Look, Gaston couldn't trap the footy. And it's going to be balled up on centre wing. So, yeah, just Justin Lewis, mate, just come off the ground.
Yeah, just holding near his left eye. I think he might have copped a bit of a knock, but we'll just keep an eye on him, mate. He's up and about walking, so I think he'll be fine.
So 19.5 minutes gone. That's on the A.T. Jones time clock. We're doing this one for A-grade oils and batteries, and it is currently a 9-point lead to Wangaratta Rovers as they go into attack again, Luke Francis.
Yeah, they do, Robbie. So bouncing ball. Butler got a hand to it. Ends up with Hallows. Just a quick one on the boot. 15 metres. Cook trying to get a grasp on it. Did well, weaving through traffic. Got a hand pass out to Yates. Here goes Yates. Oh, great smother from Will Nolan coming from the opposite direction. Then passes it on. And they go inside 50. Mark Clue and Spooner in a race for the ball. Ball out of bounds. Just off Mark Clue's shins, and the umpire will take the boundary throw in. We'll go back down to Scotty for the Newmarket.
Yeah, it's been pretty hot and heavy out here, boys. A lot of changes been made from both clubs, so it's something we'll have to keep an eye on, especially in heavy conditions, see how the boys get through the game.
Up it goes, Jack Driscoll. Ball's in the air for eternity. Philo's dangerous in this situation. No problem there. Great tackle. Spooner. Clearing kick, did well. Here's Hallows. He's a real speedster. So's Garish. Have a look at this for a contest. It's like the flat knacker on Cup Day. Kicks the ball in the middle of the ground. Luke Garland, he almost milked the free kick. Got his head over the footy. Shoveled it out beautifully to his premiership teammate at Hallows. Kick off the ground was intercepted by McNamara. Comes it back now to Lewis. Lewis kicks it across the ground. Big Ibis Murray. Bends down. Picked up. Missed it. Slipped it. Oh, Hopper was held without the footy. Play on's a call. Hopper kicked it off the ground again. You're going to have to chase it again, Hopper. He does that. Ball stays loose. Hannah was there. Quick defensive kick. Get me out of here if you like. Missed over the top by Lewis. Gathered by Wilson. Back to Shanley. Now on to half forward. And Tommy Boyd has it at centre wing, and he got rid of it, Luke.
He did, Robbie. And then the Panthers, just a wild kick up in the air by Brennan. Oh, Glanville did his best to make it. Scotty, what's your call down there?
Nah, it should be a throw-in, I reckon, boys. He touched it just for the line. But see the way boys are trying, the ball's skidding through a lot. It's very wet underfoot. Blokes are really struggling to stop and put the brakes on and get back on the footy. So watch the ball keep getting out the back, I think.
Boundary umpire, that is a sensational throw-in. And Toby Murray went down to Philo. He's wrapped up by a couple of Panthers. And again, we'll have another stoppage. So true centre wing here. Lavington yet to kick a goal. 5 behinds. And as Robbie McKinlay alluded to, it's been the theme of the year. Rovers at 2-2-14 at the moment. Wilson tried to go off the ground. It's going to be kicking in danger. So Albers will get it. Philo's debating it. I don't know why. Here's Albers. Short. 20 metres to Cook. So let's have a look at the build-up here. What can they pick out? Aiden tries to balk around McNamara, then a high ball going in. Players go up, big pack. Glanville went back with courage. Curley got swung around by Henderson at the bottom, Robbie, and we're going to have a ball up.
Yeah, quick one round the grounds, guys. Wangaratta 27, Yarrawonga 14, and the Bulldogs 14 lead Raiders 2. Albury 22, North Albury 7. Philo, brilliant, off the clearance. Thumping kick, picked up 50. They'll get a few more. Here's Mark Lew. Kick off the ground. Sprint is on. Mark Lew and Spooner. Spooner got rid of him beautifully. Boyd's there to put a bit of pressure on Spooner. Now he's in trouble. He had to release. He did. Amory sat with it. What's going to be happening? Look at that for great combination of the gold umpire, Luke. He knew his little mate, the boundary umpire, was under the pump. Old mate in the golds came around, did a bit of overtime and said, throw it in, son. Brilliant teamwork from the people in green.
Fantastic, Robbie. That was super. And the young bloke, look at him go. Can't he throw them in? There's Jack Driscoll. Wilson quickly on the boot. Dylan, no, to the near side, one behind. So 15 plays 5 on the Steeline scoreboard. We're working up towards quarter time. Almost 24 minutes gone on the A.T. Jones time clock. Dan, how's our inside 50s looking on the 40 Wing stat sheet?
Thanks, Lukey. And look, the inside 50 count is actually 12-10 in favour of Lavington this quarter. So they've had a lot more of had a little bit more of the footy, but it's just Billy Glanville, boys. He's only had the one touch, so they're putting a lot of time and effort into him, and they're nullifying that influence.
I reckon they'd take the 10-point margin at quarter time. They don't want to give up another goal.
Yeah.
If they could pinch one late here, they'll go in. They've got the breeze the second quarter as Hansen marks the kick back from O'Brien at half-back. Velodrome side of the ground. More towards the number 2 side. Albers, gee, he's been good today. He'll get a free kick there, I reckon. He will. I tell you, that young boundary umpire, Luke, I was just thinking you wouldn't mind him in the shearing shed. He'd throw a fleece.
He would throw a fleece. He'd probably know he'd throw it over the table, right?
He'd flick it around. That's a good kick by Albers. Into half forward. Big Cookie was there. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Slightly in attack here for the Panthers. And Ash Broughton, cool as a cucumber, says, give it to me. So we've gone 24 and a half minutes. Luke, for A-grade oils and batteries, and it's a 10-point lead to Wangaratta Rovers.
Yeah, Robbie, I reckon it'd be pretty handy throwing the sheets on the clothesline on a Sunday morning too.
Yeah.
There's Hannah at the bottom of that package, Garish. So we have another ball up. Here we go. Let's see what happens. Murray got a hand to it. Stone just tried to gather. Neander comes in. So too does Philo, and they wrap it up again. So another stoppage here. So some untidy play. Expected though, wet ball. Wet deck.
Yeah.
15 plays 5 here. Rovers with the lead here. Right on quarter time. Hannah got hands to it. Couldn't quite clutch it. Hallows quickly on the boot. And then Henderson is in there. And Sean Driscoll got whipped around. Oh, don't tell me. Gee, I thought that was a little harsh, Scotty. What did you think?
Yeah, probably a little bit, but if they're going to be consistent with that, I don't mind them paying them all the time. There's been a couple already that have been pretty hot, but I don't mind it.
Clear the contest.
Chance for a turnover. Oh, Billy Glanville. It was a erratic kick. Not sure what he's doing there. Anyway, they're going to release Patrick Murray off half-back. Kicks the ball to half-forward. Penetrating kick. Bit of a dash on here. Kept in nicely there. Harlan was fully involved. Boyd, snap over his shoulder. There'll be a mark if they can get it. Oh, Wilson almost got it. Rovers pressing hard here late in the first quarter. Handball over the top by O'Brien was good. Towards Harlan. Couldn't get it. Amory did well for Rovers. Centering kick is the order of the day. That's what he does. Philo didn't have the footy. Oh, that's a poor free kick that Lavington have coughed up here at the 26-minute mark of the first quarter. And the man with it, Brody Philo, Monty, we know distance won't be an issue. They lead by 15. This is a big chance to extend it.
Yeah, you don't want to give the best kick in the competition a shot from 45 on a day like today with the breeze at his back, do you? So very poor free kick, just not knowing what the game situation was there. So I'll back him in from here, boys.
Brody Philo, he'll kick it from 47 metres. Kick on the way. He's pushed it to the right. The goal umpire has just about done a hamstring. In fact, Monty... He's kicked it out of bounds on the full.
Yep.
Normally I do that to him. Monty got him. 27 gone on the steel line scoreboard. 15-5. That's Wangaratta Rovers leading. They've got the aid of what Monty you think's a 2 or 3 goal breeze.
Yeah, probably 3 or 4 actually, Robbie. It's a bit stronger than what you think down here. So yeah, I'd say 3 or 4.
So Rovers, and that of course was on the A.T. Jones time clock. That 27-minute mark has ticked over. Bring him home here, Lukey. Siren's close.
Yeah, here we go, Robbie. So Jake O'Brien from the back pocket, scoreboard end far side, drills it right out towards Garland and Sam Murray, and the ball has gone out of bounds. So Jake O'Brien had to go and fetch his own ball. They're over the fence. It's one of those situations where you think, what am I doing this for? Should it, you know?
Hey, wouldn't happen in the bush.
No.
Cars around the ground. There's always someone there to pick the ball up.
Exactly, Robbie. Can be some aggressive sort of throwbacks too, can't there? Rightio, with some advice sometimes. There's Hopper, ground level, spits it out to Glanville. Got swung around in a tackle, but did get the kick away.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
inspiring,
hands-on,
flexible, fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
I've got Luke Francis with me, Dan Vaccaro, and down boundary side, I've got Scott Montgomery. We have a 10-point lead to the Rovers. What do you make of all that, and what did the coaches make of it, more importantly, Mon?
Yeah, just listening to both coaches. Adam Snyder was quite impressed with the way they were able to control a lot of the quarter. They just wasn't happy with the way they were finishing. And then listening to their midfield as well, they weren't happy with the space they were allowing guys like Brodie Foley just to roam through the stoppage and do what he wants, basically. Whereas, listen to Sammy, he was really happy with his boys. He thought the way they transitioned the footy was really good. When they got to the inside 50 with a bit of space, they looked really dangerous. Just got to make sure they don't clog it up too much when they get repeat inside 50. Empty out a little bit and not just stay in there if they're a midfielder, get out there and just let the forwards go to work.
Mont, just another assessment on that breeze, mate. What do you think?
Yeah, it's still definitely 3, maybe 4 goals, I reckon, Robbie. So, yeah, obviously it's a scoring end. It was in the reserves as well, so it'd be interesting to see how Lavington go with it in this quarter. All
right, so if you just joined us, if you're a Lavington supporter, but don't be too disappointed. They're down by 10 points, but there is a breeze there, Dan Cara. Give us your stats, give us your best players, and get around the grounds, please.
Yeah, for sure. So pretty even output in terms of the inside 50 count, so 12 apiece there, and the Optus quarter's best as well. Sam Murray was fantastic that quarter with 11 disposals, and Brodie Foley I thought was really prominent in that midfield for Rovers. I actually feel like Tom Hargrave was fantastic. The 8 as well. To Rovers 15 and 28-7 Albury are in.
Here we go. Wodonga pumps and mowers, second quarter action. Here's Luke Francis.
Here we go, Robbie. Round 2. Hannah got a hand to it. Garland had a swipe. Philo, the bottom of the pack. Glanville jumps on him. So too Dylan Stone there. And we'll have another stoppage. Let's have a look this time. Who can try and clear this Sharon? Toby Murray with a hand to it on that occasion. Garland, he's in there. Shutties also. And the umpire again to call for it. So a few stoppages, and this will be the story of the game, I'd say. Wet deck. Hannah. Henderson breaks away. Turns it over, though, to McKinlay. Quickly on the boot. Left foot going in. Albers sits under it. Swinging punch from Paddy Murray. And then Albers was taken without the ball. And what's happened? It's coming back.
Yeah. Lucky there. Jakey O'Brien wanted to keep going with it, so very lucky the umpires called that one back.
And Sean Driscoll had his back to it, so it was good umpiring in the end, I reckon. But they played probably a little bit lucky.
That's always one of the best, Ash. But Miles Elwell's other shot here, this will definitely suit him. He's very good and he judges the wind quite well normally, so he'll just sit this one out. Basically nearly middle of the goal square, and the wind should take it through.
Yeah, he's a sharpshooter, Miles Albers. Let's have a look. So the Panthers searching for their first goal of the game, and he steers it. Oh, very close. It's gone through and hit the post.
Well,
so
got the first goal of the game, boys.
Yeah, 15 plays 7 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone 90 seconds in the second turn. Robbie?
Yeah, Sam Murray gets his second possession in 10 seconds. He got it to McQuaid. He got the handball back. Ball comes down from the front of the pack. Young Henderson, I've been impressed with his game so far. Monty, he started really well.
Yeah, he's been quite good. He's been quite clean below his knees and just made a couple of mistakes by hand, but yeah, he's been quite clean so far.
Yep. So that's Sam Henderson, who's only come into the game the last couple of matches. The Ibis got it. A swing and a miss there from Luke Garland. Sharking the footy now is Gerish. Kicks it to the velodrome side of the ground. That'll go towards the boundary line. And John O'Spina got a big fist on it. So did Andrew Yates and McCarthy for the Wangaratta Rovers. So it'll be thrown in smack bang, a centre wing, velodrome side of the ground. There's not many out in the outer there today. And it will be, after we've got almost 3 minutes, Lavington have kicked the point. Margins back to 9 points. Rovers lead 15-6. Here's Luke Francis.
Big throw in, Robbie. Garland. And got it back to Curley, and then Curley over the top. Here's Nolan coming through. That's the second time he's done that, off half-back. Wonderful work to McCarthy. 55 out from home. Handballs off to the running Henderson. Henderson has a shot on goal. Swinging to the left. Nearly taken by Mark Clue. Put to ground. And Butler sees it through for one behind. So 16 plays 6 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone 3 minutes in the second term. We'll go back to you, Dan, on the 40-wing stats.
Yeah, positive start by both teams, really. One inside 50 each. Jack Garish getting his hands on the footy, and for Lavington, Glanville and Newell McKinlay early disposals.
Good kick in found Jack Harlan, and his kick's a nice little chipping one to Cook. Cook goes short. Joe Hansen read it well. He shaped a handball to Hargrave. He wants to go. He's got Ewan McKinlay wide. He'll be under pressure. McKinlay, good fist from Chamberlain. And a ball will go out for a boundary throw-in. About 80 metres around from the Lavington goal. Quickly around the ground. Wangaratta, 35, lead Yarrawonga 14 in the big game down there. And Albury is starting to stretch things on North Albury. They lead 34-7. Here's Luke Francis.
Rucktual, Murray got the best of it. Tom Hargrave snavelled it. On to Glanville. Attacking zone for the Panthers. Going back, Driscoll. And also McQuaid met. Albers happy to see that ball across the line. Back to you, Dan, for 40 Wings.
Yeah, Billy Glanville, boys, they put a lot of work into him early in the first quarter, but he's already got his hands on the footy 2 times this quarter, so he looks to be off the leash, and that'll be a huge boost for Lavington on the stat sheet.
Yeah, okay, so with the Panthers pressing here, great chance to kick their first goal of the game. Driscoll went to ground of the ruck contest. Philo won it. Sean Driscoll ended up with it, though. And again, another stoppage, Scotty.
Yeah, it's one of those days where it's going to be on the ground a lot, I reckon, from here on in.
Philo from the clearance, left foot kick, outside forward 50. Mark Clue's come a long way up the ground. He knocked Macahallow's A over T. Good work there by Curley, or Net. On to Spina. He followed Mark Clue down the ground. Got a handball to O'Brien. Back to Ewan McKinlay. Boomerang on goal. Has a beauty. Young E1 has nailed a steel line goal of the day contender. A Sunjam one as you like. And that is just what they needed. And the Panthers get their first goal. Monty for the Newmarket Hotel. That just might get them going now.
Yeah, absolutely. What a finish there from Ewan McKinlay from in front of the old scoreboard over there. Just knew exactly what he was doing. Just sat it out a little bit and the wind did the rest for him. And what a finish. Exactly what Lavington needed. They've had a lot of inside 50s. They just needed to hit that scoreboard with a major. And there it is. That might start something for him.
You're spot on, Monty. And what a great finish there by Ewan McKinlay. He's had the 6 touches this game and he's kicked the goal as well early. So a fantastic start from him and he's a really exciting player. On the 40-wing stat sheet, boys.
16 plays 12 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. The Rovers up here, so the Panthers with their first goal of the game, and a great description from Robbie McKinlay, a boomerang in Indigenous round from Ewan McKinlay. Ball goes to ground. Henderson taken down by Sean Driscoll. Left of a centre here, far side. Umpire sends it aloft. Well, Toby Murray, I thought, got pushed on the ball. Umpire said play on. Neander, nice pick up. Gets it out to Yates. Then Yates inside to Tom Hargrave. Handball over the top, turned over to Toby Murray, and then back out now. And the Rovers right in on the far side here. This is Dylan Stone, and that ball's smothered and has gone out of bounds. And we will have a boundary throw in here, Robbie.
Monty, it just seems every time Dylan Stone's here the footy, Lavington are putting a lot of sort of physical pressure in and around him, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. They started at the first bounce. Luke Garland was in there just to basically give it to him, I think. And a few other boys, definitely every time he's gone past, they've let him know about it. So he's going to be very sore after today.
A few EGS boys involved there.
Yeah, well, Dylan's worked for us previously as well.
Yes, about this time last year, I was down at Puckapunya with the crew. Wasn't that fun? Murray, Sam, off half-back, kicks
Same
good
weather
one.
too, Robbie.
Yes, Mont, you had a cameo there, didn't you?
No, I was there for 3 hours, did a drive around and went home.
Thank you very much. Osborne, inside forward 50. Gutsy effort from Shutt. He's going to pay it, and so would I on a day like today as the rain starts to come down. That was so much courage showed there by Cody Shutt. He's just one of those players with an elite body and paint mark of the day for mine. Gee, that was good, Mont.
Yeah, absolutely. He's their heart and soul, isn't he? When he's up and going, he does all the brave things and it gets his teammates going with him. So Cody Shutt there is absolutely unreal. As the umpires are just blowing the whistle a little bit. No, they're right to go now. But, Cody Shutt will have this shot from about 40 out.
Big shot on goal. Rovers lead by 4 points. Shutt's kick. Holds up, swings left. And it's a minor score. So that's just a couple of the players haven't come to terms with that ball pushing to the southern side, Luke. So you've got to kick it to the north and let the north breeze take it to the south, if that makes sense.
It makes sense to me.
Not to the players at the moment.
You convinced me, though, Robbie. Dan, what have you got for us?
That was just the first mark inside 50 for either teams of the game, boys. Wow. I know it's wet, but that's taken a quarter and a half as well.
Wow. Murray inboard. That was Sam coming to Toby. Umpire calls play on, then gets a long ball in, 40-metre kick. Jake O'Brien sits under it and takes the mark. So Hannah Street end, 40 out. Slipped over and went to ground.
Lukey, my apologies too. That's on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. That's 17-12. Rovers leading Lavy.
All good, Robbie. Long kick from O'Brien, trying to find Hallows, McKinlay, and Hallows between them. Hallows try to knock it on to McKinlay. McKinlay air swing off the ground. Amory back to Stone. Here are the Rovers. They come down to the half-forward flank. Here's a chance for Osborne. Now swings around onto that right boot, sends it inside 50. Mark Clute just over his head. Going back was Bevan. Under pressure to O'Brien, so the Panthers hold up again.
Ooh.
Harlan, the Rovers made a contest of it, and Mark Clue makes them pay.
Yes.
He makes them pay, Scotty.
Yeah, Tommy Boyd put that goal down to him. That pressure there to come across and cut that footy off, brought it to ground, and Alex Marklew is not going to miss from 10 metres out, is he, boys?
Certainly not. So 23 plays 12 on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard. We'll tell you how long the AT Jones time clock has gone. 9 minutes in the second term as we go back to Dan.
Really, really good finish there by Alex Marklew, boys. They've had the 4 inside 50s already, Rovers, so a positive start, even though they're going against the grain of the wind to Lavington's 2. Dylan Stone, he's already up to the 4 touches this quarter after only having 4 in the first and only halfway through, so he's really positive signs. Sam Murray's touched the footy, Jack Garish, all their big names, Fowler and Shutt with their hands on the footy early.
So first goal down at the grandstand end for the match as Toby Murray flew high, beat Jack Driscoll. Driscoll did the roving though, but there's no one else to help him out. Gabbert, Hardgrave went in hard, tumbled the handball to Tyson Neander, stayed over the footy. Handball went backwards towards Nick Brennan, intercepted by Wilson. He's going to go here. He's gone. Incorrect disposal. Good tackle. Good follow-up work there by Nick Brennan. And Rovers really made Lavington pay for that. Not long before that, there was a chance for the Panthers, but here's another bad kick. Marklew spots Philo all on his own, 30 metres out, 45-degree angle, and they are really paying for some poor mistakes here, the Panthers. There's a bit of argy-bargy, little Sammy Hopper's involved. He's taken on half the Rovers team here at the moment.
It's going to be turned here, boys.
Yep.
It's going to be turned.
Well, that was absolutely stupid.
Little jumper punch from Sam Henderson there into Sammy Hopper. So, just got sucked into it, and they get the footy back here.
Brody Philo had a shot on goal from 30, and he had it turned over. That's a poor mistake. Over the back, the ball comes here. Miles Albers couldn't hang on to it. Tackle was good. Chamberlain was good. Got it to McCarthy. McCarthy floated the handball to Jack Garish. Ran with the footy from centre wing. Grandstand side of the ground. Found Philo. Philo, low, penetrating kick. Chopped out by Spina. Good mark, last side of the fence. Rovers lead 23-12. 10 minutes gone on the AT Jones time clock.
Now, Scotty, that scuffle has certainly ignited something. The game's gone up a notch now. It's alive.
Yeah, absolutely. And it was just, I think Alex Marklew didn't like the treatment Sammy Hopper gave it to him after he got kicked inside 50 and started it off. And then, Sam Henderson just went on with it and just went a little bit too far and cost him a shot on goal, which Brody Fowler would have backed himself from there, I reckon.
Chamberlain, centre wing, inside ball to Gaston by hand. Gets it on to McNamara. Just a hurried kick, high one going up in the air. Sitting under it, Dylan Stone. Great hands. Fantastic. Mark Clue screaming for it. Inside 50. Sam Murray goes for him now. Mark Clue sits under it and gets it.
Great kick.
Great kick. Great mark, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. Just got it down in the space, wasn't it? Not much the Lavington defenders could do there. It was a great kick by Sammy, and he can cover the ground with his kicking. So to get it out in the space like that was really good and well judged, and a good grab in the end by Mark Clue on a day where marking is not easy, boys.
Absolutely right about that. So the Wang Rovers looking at their 4th. We've gone 12 minutes on the AT Jones time clock. Here goes Alex, highly talented player, keeps it low, drives it very wide, though he sprayed it, and it's gone out on the full. Dan, we'll go to you on the 40-wing stats.
Yeah, Mark Lou just trying to get under that win there, but he has shanked it. It is hard, but I feel like Rovers have just gone up a notch here. They're up to 7 inside 50s to Lavington's 2 early in this second quarter.
Butler bangs a long kick to that velodrome wing, and that's where it goes out of bounds. Still slightly in attack for the Wangaratta Rovers. And they lead it 23-12. Wodonga Pumps and Mowers were doing it for. And Sammy Murray, that was such a good kick inside forward 50 in wet conditions with a tricky breeze, and he sometimes cops a bit of criticism for his disposal. That was brilliant. Here's Garish off the back of the pack, kicks it inside forward 50. The Ibis! Oh, good fist from behind by Nick Brennan. Here's Hopper. Couldn't grab it. Philo, handball over the top to the Ibis. He took it. He was tackled straight away. Toby had nowhere to go. And there was no love. It's going to be a ball up. Hopper again. Gee, he's been busy, Sammy Hopper. He's been in everything, Lukey Francis. Good tackle there. Rovers, inside forward 50. They're going to right into the breeze here.
Yeah, you're right about that, Robbie. Sammy Hopper, he has been involved. There's Harlan. Left foot quickly out of the pack. Henderson sat under it. In fact, that was Ledger. Quick one inside 50. Good mark by Spina. Mark Clue just slipped over at a crucial stage. Spina doesn't waste any time, wanting to find Garland. Now out the back here and running on to it is Billy Glanville. Off the ground he goes. Not a bad decision, I reckon. Just get it forward hurriedly, but it's gone out of bounds in front of Tim Hanna. And that rain is coming down quite strongly now, Scotty.
Yeah, it's definitely got a bit heavier, Lukey, in the last couple of minutes. So it's a territory game, I think, from here on. It was very smart there from Billy Graham. We'll just get it another 50 metres down the ground and reset from there.
Gee, that is sweeping heavy rain coming across the Lavington Sports Ground now. Hanna took the ball out of the ruck, kicked it off the ground, taking up front position, handballing it out, intercepted nice by Joel Smith. Got a handball to Sam Murray, had to hurry it up quickly. Big Timmy Hanna was lurking around, and the Rovers knock it through for a rush behind. But we can see that rain, Monty, sweeping across the down. Driving rain, strong breeze. Welcome to Widder.
Yeah, that's it, and welcome to the Lavington Sports Ground in the Valley, boys. It definitely hits here when it's not hitting over in North or in places like that. So it's just going to funnel down this little valley for a little bit, I reckon. I reckon this rain's going to hang around for a couple of minutes.
The Lavington Panthers with a 4-5 win-loss record, sitting 6th on the ladder. The Wang Rovers with a 6-4 win-loss record, sitting 4th on the table. Such a crucial game.
And Luke, Wodonga are leading Raiders 33-8 too. So Wodonga, they need a win. They've lost 5 in a row. So things going okay there for Wodonga.
Yeah, absolutely. Robbie Yates takes the mark just left of centre wing. Gee, it is coming down hard now, this rain.
Tigers 40, North Albury 8.
Okay, wonderful start from the Tigers. Albers takes the mark. Man on the mark must be about 52 out. Miles wastes no time, chips it in. Great kick, finding Billy Glanville, Scotty.
Yeah, great vision. He got up quickly, didn't he? A lot of players would have laid on the ground a little bit there, but Miles Ellis jumped straight to his feet, got back and found the whole of space. And Billy Granville, he's been working really hard. I know his stats in the first quarter weren't there, but his work rate has not dropped at all. He definitely keeps going, and he'll be a guy that will keep driving through this weather, and he doesn't mind these conditions at all.
Big kick.
Now, well, all kicks are hard, aren't they, Robbie, on a day like this? Even 30 out. I mean, it's hard, heavy ball. And let's just see how he steers this one. So Billy Glanville, as we know, won the Club B&F last year. In he comes. So he makes the distance comfortably, and there you go. There's the second for the Panthers. 23 plays 19 on the CMB Truck and Bus scoreboard. The AT Jones time clock, we'll have a look at that, has gone about 16 minutes. Sunjan goal of the day, we'll put that down as. And here's Dan Vaccaro, on the 40-wing stats.
Yeah, really good finish there by Billy Glanville. Boys, as we said, he had a quiet first quarter. He only had the 2 disposals, but now he's already up to 4 this quarter, and he's kicked a goal as well. So he's working his way into the game brilliantly. Monty hit the nail on the head. He plays these conditions really well. So positive signs there for Lavington to get one back. Rovers still on top. They're up to 9 inside 50s to Lavington's 4 this quarter, on the back of an impressive quarter by Jack Garish. He's had the 4 touches. Dylan Stone's had the 5. Brody Philo, I feel like, has been really impactful. He's only had the 3 this quarter, but every time he's got it, he has been fantastic. And Sam Murray's had the 3 disposals on the 40-wing stat sheet, Robbie.
Good little summary there from Dan Vaccaro.
Oh.
And the little boundary up on Monty.
He got a bit lost. He wasn't sure who was who. He gave it to the wrong field umpire, I think, there. But that rain's got a little bit heavier again, boys.
How are you going, Mont? Where are you?
I'm undercover, boys. So I'm all right. Yeah, I'm in the bench here.
There.
Yeah, sitting with me, mate Freddie and Mother and the boys.
Yeah, little Mother got his car pinched the other day and bloody
did he?
burned
He didn't
out.
tell me
Lost
that.
all his tools.
Yeah, that's no good.
There's some grubs out there in the world.
There is.
A lucky grub, little Mother didn't find him. Kick off the ground by Ewan McKinlay was okay. Gained about 10 or 15 metres. It's almost inside forward 50. Not quite. Chamberlain on to Philo. Wilson, kick off the ground. A hit and miss. Coming through hard there was Finn Osborne. He did okay. Knocked the ball, knocked out now. Tance for the Ibis. Big high up and under. Jack Driscoll in the middle of the ground. Ball come down. Osborne was there. Handball over the top. Intercepted by Hanson. Through traffic. Joey Hanson kicked it to half forward. Cook went at it for Lavington. Couldn't get hold of the footy. Ewan McKinlay applied the tackle. Chamberlain was there. Ball came out now. Driscoll. Magnificent pickup. Inside forward 50. McKinlay. Handball to Hargrave. Panthers are in front. Brilliant play in wet football. That was elite body and paint. Play of the day. Sensational stuff. Tell us about it, Monty. Panthers lead by 2 points.
Yeah, how clean were they? Ewan McKinlay just below his knees, just shoveled it out, and away they went. And a great finish in the end Tell you what, Lavington's coming strong, boys. They've just been a better team this quarter so far.
Absolutely, Monty, and what a great effort there by Ewan McKinlay. He's had the 8 touches this game and he's kicked a goal, but Tommy Hargrave, boys, he's had 4 touches this quarter, 12 for the game, and he set up that one perfectly and finished with a brilliant goal. And they're at 5 inside 50s now to Rovers 9, so they're coming back hard.
And what a great call for Robbie McKinlay from McRae Motors. You wouldn't see a better wet weather goal than that.
Not in these conditions, Lukey.
Yeah, just kept it moving forward, Robbie, to their advantage. And in the end, they're able to finish off. Here's Hannah. Gee, the rain's coming down now, Scotty.
Yeah, it's quite heavy, boys. But, I think they're going to change the way they're going to play. They'll just go long and try and get territory. But be interesting to see how they adapt both teams.
Toby Murray, right to the arc of the 50. Mark Clue lost handle of it. Henderson goes in. Hanson off the ground. Picking it up, Amory. That didn't go 15. Umpire's going to play it anyway. So the ball here with Osborne. Osborne sends it in high. Ball to the hot spot now. Let's have a look. Pack of plays. That's a mark to Mark Clue.
Oh, that's a fantastic mark in these conditions, boys.
That is an elite body, paint, and play of the day, Scotty Montgomery.
3 Lavy blokes went up to spoil it and just missed it completely. And Elmer Muffad just dies on the footy and took the mark.
Fantastic. And kicks the goal. So that's the Rovers' 4th. So 29 plays 25 on the CMV truck and bus scoreboard. And the 8T Jones time clock has gone close to 20 in the second term. Let's go back to you, Dan, on the 40-wink stat sheet.
Yeah, and what a great mark there by Mark Lew. Given the conditions, he's just a super player, and I believe he's kicked 4 goals this game, Robbie. And he's just been really good. 3 goals this game as well. So Jack Garish, he's had 4 touches. He's been prominent in the midfield. And Sam Murray's there with the 3. And Dylan Stone with 5. I feel like he's really lifted. And they're up to 11 inside 50s now. Wangaratta Rovers to Lavington's 5. So still got all the play this quarter.
Yeah, pivotal in the game that the Rovers have kicked 2 goals into that breeze, which has dropped a little bit now. That rain shower's gone through. It looks like the breeze. We got a pretty good spot looking out over the back of the Hartley stand, and looks like it might have dropped off a bit.
Yeah, I'm really in the shelter, so I haven't felt it for a little while, boys. But the trees are still blowing just a little bit, so it's probably dropped to a 1 or 2 goal breeze rather than that 3 and 4. But there is still another couple of dark clouds coming over, boys, so it could be a bit more rain coming.
They had trouble retrieving that ball. They finally got it back. Alex Mark Cluey, he didn't leave us wondering, did he? He didn't just tap it through from the 10-yard square. He pumped the ball through, which I don't mind seeing. We'll get a round of ground scores too from you soon, Dan Vaccaro. We'll get you to get on your phone and have a bit of a flick through there. And we'll do that as might have a good chance here now. A quick score, particularly that game down at Wangaratta.
Yep, so at the Wangaratta, it's Wangaratta 6-7, 43 to Yarrawonga's 4-2, 26. And at Birrelea Park, it's 1-3, Raiders 9 to Wodonga Bulldogs 6-3, 39. And then at Albury Sports Ground, 6-4, 40, Albury leads, North Albury 1-2, 8.
Beautifully done. Glanville out of the middle, kicked it inside forward 50. Sam Murray, gee, that's a good mark. Lukey Francis, he's been a star today.
Certainly has, Robbie, and he wants to go with about a 20-metre kick to the half-back flank. He picks up McNamara. And Paddy McNamara goes 30 metres down the line, turned over though to Bevan. So let's see what the Panthers can work forward from here. Wants to get Garland, gets him. Had to take the mark down low. Now he's about 80 out from home. Swings around on that left. Sends it inside 50. Murray coming across the front of the pack. Big fist. Over the shoulder, Scotty.
Yeah, it was there. He sort of just put the arm over to spoil and it come across the shoulder. So big Jack Driscoll is a big problem when he's a big unit like that. So it was great positioning by Luke Garland with his kick, and Jack Driscoll will go back here and a shot straight in front. Shouldn't be any issue with anything other than accuracy here, boys.
Yeah, so the free against Jace McQuaid. Here goes Jack. He's looking at his first for the game.
One of Huron Creek's finest.
He is. Famous. The Rock Huron Creek name. Isn't it? The Driscolls always pushed that badly. It's gone through for one behind. So we'll probably see a bit of this today with the wet ball. One behind here. 29 plays. What have we got now? 27, will we? Is that ticked over yet? On the CMV truck and bus scoreboard.
Score there, actually. Really,
yeah, 29-26.
Yeah, very famous name, isn't it, Lukey?
It is, Robbie.
Particularly in Farrer League, Football League circles.
That's it.
The great Bobby Driscoll was a good goal kicker.
Bobby Driscoll.
For the Rock, Huron Creek.
Yep.
Jack's
big ground at the Huron Creek.
It is.
Yeah.
Oh, famous ground, mate. They played all the Farrer League grand finals out there.
Yeah.
Atmosphere only matched by one other ground and country footy. That's Sandy Creek, in my opinion.
That's fair enough, yeah.
Lukey, as the ball's going to come back in, it will. They can't keep that one in, so it's going to get a bit slippery and wet because Jack Driscoll's grandfather, old Noel Driscoll, he was the president of the Farrer Junior Football League way back and did a lot for football in that area. Jack Driscoll, a great man. God love him. Take it away, Lukey. That's our historical lesson for the afternoon.
For sure. More to come. Here's Sean Driscoll.
Another
and then
Driscoll.
Amory.
He's the Rana Driscoll, I believe.
Okay, Annette. You're getting it all here on O&M Live. And then Mark Clue brings down Annette. So the Rovers have it across half back. They lead by 3 points here. As we work up towards a long break, we're going 24 on the A.T. Jones time clock. Here's Stone. Oh, gee, got rid of O'Brien nicely. Balked around him. And then goes down the line. Good hit. Finding Boyd. Now, Finn Osborne wants it in front. Boyd ignores him. He's going to go for the more central kick here. High ball going up. Paddy Murray. In fact, that's Toby sitting under it. Oh, swung around in a big tackle. And it is a dump one. He's Glanville. And, the umpire got it right, Robbie.
Yeah, that's right. Just Alex Marklew, that just shows how good a footballer he is these days. He's kicked 3 goals today in wet conditions, but he also did that great tackle in the defensive side of the ground. So he's a terrific footballer, Alex Marklew. Billy Glanville plays on from half-back, kicks it long. Paddy Murray, strong fist from behind, and a little toe poke that was cautious and careful. Gaston did well, kicks it to a pack, shut over the back, ball to ground. Amory, his former junior club here, kicked it wide. It's going to be chased and hunted down. Oh, Joey Hansen scooped it up one-handed, kicked it to the advantage of Sammy Hopper. It sits nicely for him. He opens up his eyes. His kick's not a good one. Oh, it's spilt. Mark has been dropped. Chance for Albers. Driscoll, the ball's a bit hot. Paddy Murray with confidence and presence, handballed it to McNamara, who found the boundary line. It'll be thrown in, Velodrome side of the ground. 25 minutes gone. Wangaratta Rovers lead 29-26, and that is on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Dan Vaccaro for 40 winks.
Billy Glanville, boys, he's had a fantastic quarter after only having 2 touches in the first. He's had 7 and a goal this quarter, so he's been in unbelievable form. The wet weather, he's come into his own.
Philo got it to shut. Off he goes to McCarthy. Top spinning kick down the line. Turned over to Harlan. So the Panthers with it. On half back. Far side. Hannah Street end. Here comes Nolan from behind. Got the fist to it. Over the shoulder of Hargrave. Amory overran the ball. Goes again. And picking it up. And giving it to the umpire. Might have been Bevan, was it? It was. And the umpire's going to take it. Here we go. Back at ground level. Hacked away by Tom Hargrave. Ball up in the air. Look at that from Mark. One-handed to Sam Murray. Robbie, that was a beauty.
He's a star, this bloke. I reckon he's almost favourite for the Morris medal at the moment. Bevan, off half-back for Lavington. Guess who? Sam Murray. This time the ball went over his head. Shagger Nolan did well. Can't see his number because of his long hair. In the rain today, it's heavier and it's thicker. Here's a chance. Tommy Hargraves again. He might have copped one. Play on was the call. Good work, side of the ground. Chance here. Oh, he didn't have it. He didn't have it. And that's you got to be careful of. Luke Garland's got the free kick. He milked it superbly, but it was there. The old cagey left footer sits it up. 20 out from goal. Ball hits the ground. Here's a chance. Panthers kick off the ground. Jake O'Brien. Panthers back in front. They lead it 32-29. This has been a good game of footy. A lot of goals scored this quarter. And Jake O'Brien, but just Lukey Garland's presence, experience, he kicked it into the hot spot.
And there was nothing on, but he knew if he just put it there.
No one's going to take a big grab here, but Monty, he put it into that area where it gets a bit dangerous.
Absolutely, he did his smart football. He got back again. He got back quick. Him and Miles Albers both this quarter have gone inside 50 after getting free kicks, got back really quick and just leaves a little bit of space, and the defence can't get set there. You can't get your loose men back, your midfielders in the holes. So really smart play there by Garland. He got it to the top of the goal square and he got out the back to Jakey O'Brien, who's very clever around goal and just kicked that one off the ground.
Yeah, one of those situations, Scotty and Robbie, where an inexperienced player might have held on to that ball a bit longer and then waited for someone to lead to a pocket. And then, of course, inevitably it ends up out of bounds. But he just got it in there fast. Here he goes off the ground again. We're up in the air. Going back, McQuaid picks it up for the Rovers. Kick smothered here. And then ball out of bounds.
Big Jack smother, I think.
It was. Yeah. And the ball has gone out of bounds in the pocket. So 32 plays 29. Lavington up by 3 points in the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock in the second term has gone 28, so we're close to the halftime break. McKinlay quickly on the boot. Rolling ball. Sean Driscoll going back for it. Scoops it up. Does he? No. The line beats him out of bounds very shortly. The halftime show for Elders Rural will be coming up. But we'll go back to Robbie McKinlay here for McRae Motors. Second term.
6 goals kicked this quarter. The last quarter went 27 minutes and 48 seconds. Thereabouts, Luke. Philo, that was clever from the clearance. Got the ball defensively out of inside 50, and he found Alex McCarthy, who's been a little bit quieter today. I reckon these conditions will suit. He finds Dylan Stone.
Spent a lot of time forward, Robbie. He's probably hasn't helped him. He hasn't been back through their midfield rotation much today.
And I'm not sure I'd have him there. I reckon I'd have him in the mix of it today, Mont.
Yeah, totally agree, mate.
Which he may do second half. Timmy Hanna takes a good mark on centre wing. Can't be too long to go now. 29 minutes tick over on the A.T. Jones time clock. Lavington lead it by 3 points. Hanna kicks it deep. Garland, ball over the back. Jake O'Brien, can he gather? It's a greasy ball at the moment. Stayed over the footy. Rovers did well with plenty of numbers around the football. And eventually it's knocked out over the boundary line. Forward pocket, 25 metres around from the Lavington goal. They lead 32-29. And we've gone 29 and a half minutes. That was on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. Here's Luke.
Yeah, here we go, Robbie. So not much time here for the Panthers to score. Jack Tritt's got a hand to it. O'Brien on the boot. High ball, snapped it around. Cook got a hand to it. Murray at the back has rolled through for one behind. So 33 plays 29 on the CMV Truck and Bus scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone close to 30 minutes here. Sam Murray from the fullback position brings it back in. Low driving kick. Look at that for a hit. Mark Clue just put it down, but there is the siren to bring the long break. And the score is the Panthers 4-9-33 to the Wang Rovers 4-5-29. Very shortly, the halftime show for Elders Rural. This is O&M Live, and remember, on O&M Live, you will not miss a thing.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? one for sport, and one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTafe is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTafe is the place for you.
GoTafe is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend, we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
Yes, welcome back to a wet and drizzly Lavington Sports Ground, where at half time we see Lavington 4-9-33 leading the Wangaratta Rovers 4-5-29. And it's been a very, very interesting contest in the first half, probably a half of 2 quarters. Literally, wasn't it? It was one of those, it was a half of footy where Rovers just dominated that first quarter on the scoreboard. Lavington weren't able to finish their work, kicking 0 goals, 5 for the first quarter. But then that second quarter, they were really able to hit the scoreboard and put a lot of pressure on the Wangaratta Rovers.
Yeah, you're absolutely right, Monson. I think it's obviously got something to do with the wind on either side of the ground. But I just feel like watching that last sort of 10 minutes of that second quarter, I feel like Lavington are almost playing the conditions a lot better than Rovers. We discussed earlier in the game in our scorecard that Rovers probably aren't the best wet weather team, and I think it works into Lavington's hands really good. And you just saw a couple of boys that were maybe a little bit quiet in that first quarter, like Billy Glanville and co. They really came into their own when it started raining. So I think Lavington have got the upper hand if this is the weather it's going to be in the second half.
And really, one of the strong points for the Wangaratta Rovers is that their key forwards in Marklew and Boyd, they've got the big options. But in these conditions, probably doesn't suit them as much, does it? So probably plays into Lavington's back 6 a bit more and their smaller forward line a little bit more too. So really, the battle in the middle is probably where the game's going to be won. If we have a look at our goal kickers quickly, we'll go through it all singles for Lavington in that second quarter. Jake O'Brien, Tom Hargrave, Ewan McKinlay and Billy Glanville. And when we look at the Wangaratta Rovers, it's only the 2 goal kickers, Alex Marklew with 3 and 1 to Tom Boyd as we speak. We'll look at the 40 Wing stats sheet. What do they say in the individual stats so far? Facts?
Well, the individual stats we'll go through. So Jake O'Brien, he's been really solid. He's had 11 touches, but I feel like his impact on the game's been really there. Tommy Hargrave, I feel, has probably been one of Lavington's best players. He's been fantastic. He's had 15 touches. Billy Glanville, we discussed, he had a really quiet first quarter, but he had 7 touches and a goal in the second, so he's up to 9 touches for the game. Ewan McKinlay's been really dangerous around the footy as well, so he's up to 9 touches and a goal. And Tosnian has been very quiet. He's only had the 2 touches. Inside 50s for both teams, so 23 Lavington plays 24 Rovers, so it's been really even on that front. And the ball winners for Rovers, so Sam Murray, of course, he's had 18 touches. Jack Gerish, he's had 8 touches. Dylan Stones had 11 touches. Brody Farlow, I think, has been one of the best players on the ground. He's just been so clean when everyone else hasn't. So he's up to 16 touches. But he's footy, and the way he kicks the footy is just better than anyone's on the field. And Cody Shutt's been very quiet with 4 touches.
Yeah, I think he's doing more of a defensive role today, so he probably won't find it too much. But how many did you say Sammy's had? 18? Sam Murray?
Sam Murray's had the 18.
Yeah, so 9 kicking, so he's had 9. Really, he's had 9.
We'll run with that.
Yeah, no, but he has been quite good. He's been really good.
The thing that impresses me about Sam Murray as well, and he obviously gets a lot of numbers, and they are obviously exaggerated with his kick-ins, but his defensive work this game was really good as well. So he's saved him in a lot of pivotal moments, which is why he's been one of their best. But Brody Farlow, for me, he's just been outstanding.
Yeah, he's been super clean, hasn't he? Have you got your Optus quarters best?
Optus quarters best for me for that quarter. Dylan Stone, I thought, was really good for Rovers. He had a pretty quiet first quarter as well. He only had the 4 touches, but he had 7 that quarter. Injected a fair bit of run, and Brody Fowler had 8 again. So that's their quarters best. And for Lavington, I think Billy Glanville, he was sort of everywhere that quarter. 7 touches and a goal. It's hard to go past him.
And we look out now, Vax, the lights are on, but the rain stopped, so might change a little bit. I think it's still going to be very wet underfoot.
One of our own actually was just out there, Robbie, and he doesn't go too well when the going gets a bit tough down there.
No,
so
he doesn't.
He doesn't like the wet weather, so I don't know where he's gone. He's gone into hiding.
Gone missing. But yes, if you're just joining us, you're listening to the Elders Rural halftime break here at the Lavington Sports Ground, where the scoreboard reads Lavington 4-9-33, Wangaratta Rovers 4-5-29. So a 4-point lead at halftime to Lavington. And we'll have a look at some other Ovens and Murray games going on at the moment. Vax, what's happening around the grounds?
Yeah, around the grounds for McRae Motors. So at the Wangaratta Showgrounds, it is Wangaratta 6-7-43 to Yarrawonga 4-3-27 at half time. So that's an intriguing battle there. And at Berrily Park, it's Raiders 1-3-9 to Wodonga's 7 goals, 3-45. So you'd think that game there, if it is wet, it's going to be hard for Raiders to come back from there. And here we've just repeated those scores. So 4-9-33, Lavington plays Rovers 4-5-29. And at the Albury Sports Ground, it looks to be a little bit of a one-sided affair. Eddie's Albury 6-4-40 to North Albury's 1-8. Just getting pulled back down to earth a little bit, North Albury, after having a few good weeks. Panda won't be happy.
North Albury or Panda, you're saying, is getting pulled back down to earth?
Oh, Panda's never on earth, mate. Who knows where he is. But yes, they are 1 goal to, 8 to Albury 6-4-40. So Albury getting it done.
Yes, absolutely. So probably most of those results where we think they'll be. This is obviously the one where it was probably the most 50-50 game. The Wangaratta game's obviously also a 50-50 game, but a lot of people probably tipped Wang. I think there's only one or two in the...
Wang probably in the better form,
I
think, going into this game. So that's probably not surprising. But this game here is probably, in my opinion, the biggest game. I think if anyone... Whoever was going to win out of Yarra and Wang today, I still think we think they're both the two best teams.
Both going to finish top three.
Exactly right. But I think this game here is massive, especially if you... Obviously, hindsight's a great thing, but if Wodonga sort of just found it a little bit tough against Raiders at Berrily Park, this game really could have been on for Lavington, especially to make that top 6. But it's going to be interesting now. You feel like probably Wodonga, if they win today, they're going to really have to win one more game at least, and they've probably got that spot sewn up.
Well, really, Lavington's playing elimination finals against the top 5 for the rest of the year, aren't they? Especially those teams around them, the North Aubreys, the Rovers today, Wodonga, they're the games. I think they have Wodonga next week.
They do. Huge game.
Two massive ones for them.
That's almost signed, sealed, delivered. If Wodonga were to win today and win next week against Lavie, that's just about fine.
But if Lavington were to do the same and win today and win next
right.
week, they probably play finals, don't they? They probably sneak in and knock either the Rovers or Wodonga out. So it's going to be very interesting what happens. And if we have a look to the future, Vax, to the third quarter, the fourth quarter, what do you think Adam Snyder's trying to put in place? And also, what's Sam Murray going to be saying to his troopers to try and make sure they're in this game when it's the whips are cracking in the last quarter?
Well, I think Schneider's really going to emphasise that last sort of 10-15 minutes from Lavington that quarter. They play the conditions really well. They're going to get their big bodies around the midfield and just keep playing the way they have in that last sort of 10 to 15 minutes. Get it forward as quickly as they can. Don't sort of look to that 50-50 option on the side or anything like that. Don't try and get a bit too cute if they're playing good football. You need to pump it long. You need to get your big bodies in the midfield. I think Glanville's going to be huge this second half. Tom Hargrave as well. He's continuing his good work. So it's going to be really about just getting it in, getting it forward. Winning the territory battle is the most important thing in this type of weather. If it stays like this, Lavington really need to keep it in their forward line. Look, for Rovers, they've got to change it probably a little bit more than what Lavie do. Yep. They aren't naturally sort of wet weather team, so they're really going to have to... They're an outside team, so they're probably just going to have to get their hands dirty and get some big bodies into their midfield. I mean, I think you mentioned before with McCarthy, you probably want to get him into the midfield and inject sort of so that big body... get him around that contested possession and drive it forward as well. But it's going to be a bit more of a challenge, I feel, for Rovers. They're not a wet weather team where Lavington almost are. So it's going to be really intriguing.
And I'd love to see Sam Murray, if he becomes that loose, come up around the footy a little bit more, play that 5-10 metres off the back of a stoppage, get that handball, release it back to him, rather than be the guy who's that kick away, which is what he loves to do. He loves to intercept mark, but today it's going to be very hard for those intercept marks if the forwards are coming over the top of you. So it'd be nice to see him get up around the ground, use his long kicking to massive effect and try and get it deep inside 50 to Markley, who's looked so dangerous so far.
Yeah, he has. He's probably their most important player for mine. Him and Murray are two of those fantastic footballers, but Marklu's just an unbelievable talent. It's interesting what they're going to do with Marklu. I'd love to almost think about, and this is probably throwing a bit of an anomaly, but I'd like to almost get him up the ground a little bit if it is going to be a bit wet. He's got so much polish around the football, and he might be a little bit wasted if he goes super deep in this weather, so it'd be great to get him up the field a little bit.
Yeah, absolutely. So what we're going to do now, we're going to get a quick netball update. Thanks to Elders Rule. You have been listening to the Elders Rule halftime show. We'll be back after this netball update and a quick break with all the third quarter action.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton Zero.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
In Yarrawonga and Wangaratta. Yarrawonga the victors, 4 goals coming from a 5-goal deficit at quarter time. It was a great game all round.
Sure was, and we just saw the experience of the Yarrawonga team in that second quarter when they were able to regain composure, just put the foot down and get back on top of Wangaratta. But a really fantastic game by the top two teams.
And both teams making a couple of changes and not really losing anything in any of those. Our best player on the day went to Hannah Symes, but I thought Sarah Moore was really crucial in that turnaround from the Pigeons in the second quarter. The defensive duo of Dean and Grady in that circle in the first half for the Magpies, and I thought Leah Genby and Grady in the first half on the line was really phenomenal, and Izzy and Newton in attack did a mountain of work in wing attack.
She sure did, and Georgia Clark, she had her eye in today too, didn't she? She was certainly putting them up from everywhere.
I think there's big things to come from both teams in the other games. Lavington, a 29-goal win over the Rovers. Albury down by 5 goals to North Albury, which is really fantastic for a young North Albury team. And the Raiders well on their winning way, 71 goals over Wodonga with 38. This has been the Netball Wrap. Thanks to Ray White Rural, now servicing Holbrook.
Third quarter.
Indigo Power, the energy company that's powered by locals for locals.
O&M Live on 2AY.
Much live. There we go. That was Ree Harris for the netball. And good result there for North Albury, knocking over Albury. You can just about kiss goodbye the Albury Tigers now for the netball. So for mine, the top 5 is decided now in the netball. Yarrawonga probably going to finish on top. Raiders are doing well again. Another good result for them. A massive win in the derby over Wodonga. Myrtleford with the bye. They'll be chasing down Wangaratta and Raiders for that third spot. And so will Lavington, who had a good win today, also here over the Wangaratta Rovers. If you've just joined us, we've had a really good game of footy. Lukey Francis, considering the conditions the players have had put before them, at the moment, Lavington 4-9-33, Wangaratta Rovers 4-5-29.
Yeah, Luke, you probably need to put your mic on. The old cough button's got another one, Robbie.
No, his mics were on, so we're just going to get Dan, our man, just check
Oh,
that.
Dan, you had me off.
I didn't touch you.
There we go.
Scotty, did you switch it off?
I didn't touch anything.
I didn't touch anything.
Oh, none of you blokes are owning up anyway. So I reckon, Robbie, it probably got going probably about halfway through that second term, I reckon, when the actual Sammy Hopper scuffle happened down here on the forward flank. And there was a bit of a to and froing going on down here. It probably went up another gear then, Scotty, following that. Now you're off.
Now mine's gone too.
Yeah.
Dear, oh dear.
No, I don't know what happened there. Boys, mic wasn't working, tried to fix it, and I dropped it. So it got going again. But, absolutely. After that little scuffle and Henderson threw that little jumper punch, it sort of really took off again, yeah.
Mont, just looking, Wang Rovers have only got 3 players running to the bench. Lavington have got 4. Are they down a player, or is there someone just maybe late coming out of the change rooms?
I'll have a look, boys, because,
So we've got Joel Smith down. He's one down there. We've got Charles Ledger. And I just can't tell who. Oh, Big Gatto. Shane Gasson talking to Wendy down there. So we'll keep it on that. Maybe, we can just maybe start something like that. Anyway, here we go. Third quarter action for Indigo Power. Here's Luke Francis.
Yeah, here we go, Robbie. Away we go in the second half. It's the Panthers by 4 points. And we've got another one coming back here. So the umpire's going to have a second go at it.
Justin Lewis is the player I can't see out there, boys. So it might have been to do with that little head knock he had in the first quarter.
Toby Murray got a fist to it, fell down to McCarthy, wrapped up by Glanville, umpire again.
There's our boy McCarthy in the middle there, Mont.
Big body.
He is.
Toby Murray cleanly won the tap on that occasion. And
put a lot of pressure on that kid early days. I thought he reminded me a lot of Merv Holmes, who was an absolute legend of the Rovers. Lukey?
Yeah, don't start at the bottom or anything, Robbie. Just put him straight to the top.
Hannah over the top. Garland went in, shut. McCarthy got it on the boot. And then Harlan's got it. He's wrapped up by Finn Osborne and also McCarthy. And the umpire will have it, Robbie.
We'll see if we can get a clearance here, Lukey.
Yeah.
It's travelled about 5 metres in about a minute. But that's just the way this game's going to pan out, I reckon. Hannah got hand on the footy. Nice work by, in the end, Henderson. But Garland intercepted. Got a poke in the eye. Billy Glanville did well. Gerrish got the ball, spun into trouble, out of trouble. McCarthy, quick kick. It'll go inside half forward. Here comes Butler. Big Adam Butler burst through from half back. Kick to Macahallows. Had to get rid of it in a hurry. Got it to Sean Driscoll. In trouble. Knocked over. Hannah was there. So was Sam Murray. Follow. Quick, hurried kick. Didn't really gain too much ground. Here's Butler. Stayed over the footy. Adam Butler. Strength. Experience. Pumps the ball to centre wing. Toby Murray's calling for deliberate. Toby, we don't play that rule down here. How about that, Monty? God, that's an absolute classic.
Yeah, Paddy was calling for it too, boys. So
Murray
it must be a
boys.
Murray thing.
Maybe backyard at the Henty growing up they did that, but not here today, boys.
Yeah, it was a cricket appeal. How's that? Two blokes with their arms right up in the air.
Johnny Bairstow sort of stuff.
Johnny Bairstow style.
Suck eggs, Johnny.
He's had a big week, Johnny.
He has.
Yeah.
He hasn't caught much, has he?
Hasn't made many runs either.
Nah.
He wouldn't need a COVID shot. He wouldn't catch it.
Probably about a day away from being 3 blot 2 in the Ashes series.
I hope so.
Very close to claiming it, Robbie. Now back to the footy. Ball hurriedly inside 50. Driscoll got swung around by Nolan. Tackle. Jake O'Brien on the boot, heading towards goal, bouncing. Well done. Well done, Sam Murray. Gets back there in the nick of time and gets it across the line. And Scotty, he has got mud from head to toe now.
It's second goal he saved today, boys. He's just been so desperate, everything he's done so far today, which is really good to see, and it's a leadership trait he's definitely brought into his game this year.
Up to 19 disposals for Sam Murray on the 40-wing stat sheet too, boys.
34 plays 29 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard at the moment. Lavington lead by 5 points, Robbie.
Yeah, it was inspiration was the word, wasn't it? That was Sam Murray, what he was able to do there. We did a similar thing in the first quarter when Ewan McKinlay looked like he was going to mark about 10 or 15 out. Yeah, and I made a comment to you too, Lukey, earlier that Sam Murray, despite being his first year as coach, it has not affected his playing. He's really had a good season.
Yeah, you're absolutely right about that, Robbie.
Ball came back in. McCarthy, who's been moved into the middle, he's been involved early. And there's nothing clearing out there. If you just joined us, Lavington lead it by 5 points. It was 2 goals to nothing in the first quarter. Wang Rovers kicked with the advantage of a breeze that we thought at the time was around about maybe 3 goals. Lavington hit back with a 4-2 second term. And there's nothing in it at the moment, just bar the 5 points. 3.5 minutes gone. Inspirations Paint scoreboard, that is. And it's sort of been just locked away on that half-forward flank between flank and centre wing. Dylan Stone, Jack Gerrish, as clever as he is, he couldn't keep it in. And Lukey, it'll be a boundary throw-in. Rovers are into attack, but it's 80 metres out from their goal. They trail by 5 points.
Yeah, Robbie, let's check it out. Here's Tim Hanna. Toby Murray over the top, picked up by Glanville. Dishes out to Yates. Low ball along the ground. Garland tapping it. Along the grass, Gerrish picks it up. Garland just shoves him across the line. And the ball has gone out of bounds. So as we said on 2 or 3 occasions now, it's such an important game for these football clubs. The Panthers 6th on the ladder. The Wang Rovers 4th. So the Rovers trying to cling on to that 4th spot, and the Panthers trying to scratch and claw their way into the top half of the ladder. Here we go. Let's have a look. Chamberlain, and in came Albers off the ground. O'Brien with Murray. What a great contest that is. And then McKinlay, great pick up in the wet. On to Sean Driscoll. Here they go. They might have a ping on the sticks. Runs around. Right foot snap. Bouncing. Misses. Gone through for 1 behind. So 35 plays 29. It's a goal margin on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. A.T. Jones' time clock has gone 5 minutes in the 3rd term. We'll go back to you, Dan, on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Yeah, Jakey O'Brien, boys, continuing his great work. He's up to the 12 touches, inside 50 count, just 1 apiece from both teams. Jack Gerrish has had his first touch of the quarter as well. He's up to 9 for the game, and Sam Murray's at the 19, about to have his 20th now, boys.
He is indeed. Wangaratta lead by 12 against Yarrawonga in the match of the round down at Norm Mintz Oval. Oh, geez. Toby Murray came through like the Southern Aurora. Kicked inside forward 50 by McKinlay. Bouncing around. Chamberlain showed good composure. Got it out the back now. McQuaid might have been who kicked the ball towards centre wing half forward. Philo, been good today. He overran it, made him work harder and quicker. Got it to Henderson. Back to Stone. Stone got it to Philo. Philo's kick, it's delicate. It's to half forward. Wilson was there. Might not have had the footy. Play on was a call. Osborne did well. Got it on to Henderson. Got it back to Dylan Wilson. Inside forward 50. Mark Lou on the lead. Gathered. He hadn't got the footy. He hasn't got the footy. And Alexander Marklew will get a free kick 53 metres out from goal. I'm not sure, Mont. The wet ball. He's going to give it a go. He winds it up. He starts it right. It's going to hit the goal square. And it's going to be... No one got a fist on it. That is terrible defence from Lavington. And swooping upon it and kicking the goal looked like Finn Osborne.
It was Finn.
So that Lavington just thought it was going to happen. They thought it would run through. Probably Adam Butler was there. Probably a guilty party as well. And it's been mopped up by Finn Osborne. He snapped a very tight goal from a acute angle. Scores a level. 5-5-35 Rovers, 4-11-35. Monty, quickly, well, how'd you see that, mate? But just they went to sleep at the wheel.
Yeah, just sloppy, isn't it? That's the sort of thing the really good teams at the top of the table don't do. And there's a little lapse that can cost you a game. It cost them a goal there. Hopefully it doesn't cost them the game because, yeah, very, very poor checking there from Lavington. Should have been tapped straight through for a behind.
Another great play there by Brody Fowler as well, being able to drive it forward. And how good is Alex Marklew, boys? He's been involved in everything today. He's probably one of the best players on the ground. He's looking so important for Rovers.
All square, 35 all at the Lavington Sports Ground. Hamilton Valley on a Saturday afternoon, back in the middle. Toby Murray wrapped up quickly by Hannah and Hargrave, and he's brought to grounds. The umpire will call for it again. Round 12 of 18.
It's the little things, Luke, and we saw what Sam Murray's done twice today, saving certain goals, and we've seen Lavington give way what should not have been a goal.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie. Gee, it hurts when it goes back the other way. It's almost a double whammy. Here's Wilson quickly on the boot going forward. Spooner, couple of bites at it. The umpire's going to pay it, is he?
Gee, I think he has paid it.
That's an Oz kick mark, I would say, Scotty.
Yeah, 2 or 3 touches and the ball's still in dispute. But anyway, he's got it now, Jono.
Oh, gee, don't know about that one. Turns it over to Philo. Oh, dear, Scotty. Bad move by Spooner.
It sat there forever, didn't it?
Yeah, it wasn't a great kick, was it? And Brody just read it perfectly there. Just to the wrong side of young Yui there, the kick. But, yeah, Brody, I'll tell you what, from this distance, even with a wet footy, I'll still back him in, boys.
Yeah. Well, this is interesting. So he'll have to give it all he's got with this wet ball. He runs around Brody. He gets onto it. Gee, that's a lovely kick.
Clever.
That is an absolute gem. That is a Sun Jam goal of the day. 41 plays 35 on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. The Rovers lead by 6 points. Let's go to Dan Vaccaro on the 40-wing stats.
Yeah, what a finish by Brody Fowler. Been the best player on the field today, boys. I think he's had 19 touches. He's kicked a goal. He has just been clean when everyone else on both teams have not. So he's just in fantastic form. 3 inside 50s now for Wangaratta Rovers. Sam Murray, he's had the 20 disposals. Jackie Garish has had 9 disposals. But Brody Fowler, boys, 19 touches and a goal. Best player on the field.
Coach Killersmont, 2 big mistakes for the Panthers.
That's 2 goals. It's cost them there just from poor mistakes, really, that are basic, fundamentals of the game. So got to be a lot better here, Lavington, and pick up again.
Neander got a handball over the top. He was looking for Ewan McKinlay. It was well done by Osborne. He got a hand on it. Jack Driscoll had a swing and a miss. Billy Glanville got a little bit of footy on it. Not much. Kick off the ground. It's in the cricket pitch at the moment. It's not coming out in a hurry. Paddy Murray overran it. Good work out the back here by Sam Murray. Advantage rule played here. It's going to go back.
I think it's going to go to Shawnee Driscoll, yep.
It's going to go to Sean. Sam Murray's going to be careful here not to give away 50. He did well. He took it on the chin. Driscoll's kick. It's good. O'Brien couldn't mark. Cook come through. Murray came through. Here's a chance for Dylan Stone. Low handball back to Mark Lou. Mark Lou's handball over the top to Chamberlain. Under pressure. Good work by Neander. Good work by Mark Lou. Came back. Cook's in there. A lot of players over the footy. Chamberlain. Quick kick to the middle of the ground. Big Jack's got it, but you've got to be quick. That's exactly what he does. Thumps it long. Into half forward. Garland! Chest mark dropped it. It was a good effort. He took up front position, and now it's going to be balled up 47 metres out from the Panthers' goal. They are attacking the grandstand end. They trail by 6 points. Rovers have kicked the only 2 goals of this third quarter, which is for Indigo Power.
Yeah, tight in the clinches. Hannah over the top, knocked it down. Snavel by Wilson on the boot. Mark Clue got brought to ground heavily by Spina. Gone. So I thought that's one of those ones you could probably go either way, Scotty.
Yeah, I think he probably controlled the tackle a little bit more. He didn't let go of him. He took him all the way to ground with himself. So probably, the right call in the end.
Yeah, certainly not crude. Spina chips it up inside 50. Borger hits the deck. Coming through McKinlay. Try to get a hand to it. Gaston quickly on the boot. Bouncing ball. Look at the players go in. Neander. Murray got rid of him. And then Chamberlain from outside 50 or inside defensive 50. Kicks it out. Jack Driscoll takes the mark. So the Panthers are going to be coming back in here, Robbie McKinlay.
Yeah, good grab by Big Jack. He chips short. And Neander takes a good chest mark. He just can't take any of those marks for granted today. That was a good hole by Tyson Neander. Kicks it inside forward 50. Glanville should mark. He doesn't. He end up getting on the half volley. Ball held up into the breeze. It is trickled out over the boundary line. And umpire Ash Broughton there, he's the field umpire, but he's also acting like a boundary umpire there, Monty. He was right in the good spot.
Just in the perfect spot. He always gets himself in the right spot, Ash Broughton. He's one of the better ones getting around, that's for sure, Robbie.
He certainly is. That's another good throw in. Watch McKinlay over the back. Ball doesn't quite sit for him. Smith went through. Now McKinlay got a quick hands. Didn't go to anyone in particular. Neander's kick off the ground was intercepted by Chamberlain. Chamberlain stayed over the footy. Hannah was there. Smith. Handball was quick. Driscoll. Quick kick. So it was Yates. Inside forward 50. Play on to call. Nolan did well. Got it back to Sam Murray.
Murray turns it over to Joe Hansen. So the kick probably had to carry outside the 50 arc, and he goes short to Glanville, Scotty.
Yeah, I don't know about that. Joey Hansen from where he was probably an easier kick, I would have thought, and he's a beautiful kick, Joey. So, anyway, he's made it a little bit more difficult for Billy, but he's a nice finisher normally, Billy, so we'll see how he goes here.
Just a bit closer, though, I reckon, was probably the odds in the end. But
Sam Murray's kicker, he usually, when he clears D50, he'll do it with a thumping kick, but that one was only a short one. Maybe he didn't make solid contact with it.
Big kick, this one, mate.
It certainly is. Certainly is, Robbie. So this to square it up again. So they trail by 6 points, the Panthers. Here's Billy Glanville in the pocket, 45-degree angle. Crossed the face and has gone through. Or has it? Still in the field of play.
It has, yeah. Gone through for the point, Lukey.
Just made the line. Yep. So 5 points the margin, Robbie.
Yep.
The Rovers up.
So Glanville just missing a little sneaky chance there. Murray this time plays on. This time he gives it the full Monty. Kicks it to centre wing, and running onto it now is Philo. Gathered. Oh, brilliant Bodie Philo. How about the handball over the top? Elite body and pain. Play of the day. Avery decided to take on Brennan. He picked him up and sat him on his ass. And I don't know if, it was Bevan, the boy from Truman who's played a lot of rugby league. I'm not sure if that tackle was that bad, Mont.
No, he picked him up. He did get him up into the ground, but yeah, I don't know if he paid a sling tackle. I don't think it was called a sling tackle, Robbie.
Kick inside forward 50, finds the Ibis. Oh, the Ibis has had that long neck of his chopped. And he's going to get a free kick. I think he's too far out to score. The man who's got a trotter named after him, Billy Glanville, was the perpetrator of the crime.
Oh, dear.
The good news is Ibis is up and about. He put a bit of mayo on it. It was definitely there.
Yes.
The Ibis is soaking up this moment at the moment.
It's sort of like, you know, in the old films of the cartoons where you get hooked off stage. There, Robbie, with the big hook comes out.
He would like his chances here, I reckon, the Ibis. I'm not as positive, and I love this kid. He comes in and he kicks it out of bounds on the full.
That's about right.
And that's one of those moments in life, Luke, where ambition clashes with reality.
Yes,
out of bounds
right,
on the
Robbie.
full, and the Panthers will bring it back into play. It's a 5-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers, but good on you, Ibis.
Oh, for sure. He's done his best, but it just didn't come off. Not to worry.
We've all done that, haven't we?
Certainly. Hargrave from the back pocket to O'Brien, adjacent to the scoreboard here. Now, deep in defence, the Panthers. They trail by 5 points. Halfway through the third term, Sam Murray, I thought, caught one in the back. Sean Driscoll to Neander. Sam Murray, look at him break away and thump it inside 50. Will that stay in the field of play? Heading towards the line. Just bounced inside. Great call by that boundary umpire down there. The young girl. She's done a good job. Let's go down to Scotty for the Newmarket.
Yeah, as you see now, Rovers are just playing a bit more of a territory game here. Every time they get it, they're just trying to kick it long, get it towards the boundaries and reset inside 50 where they're a dangerous side, and Brody Follow and Dylan Stone can go to work.
Throw in, Ibis and Driscoll. Cody shut, dangerous position. Tackle is strong, and it's gone out over the boundary line, so it'll come back in from whence it came. It was a good call there too. You could hear it for our sound effects. Sam Murray was told, kick it.
Yep.
And he just punched it in long. And hey, when you're leading a game in the conditions like it, it's a good place to have the footy. It's inside their forward pocket. Most players in that half of the ground. Ibis ran under the footy. Neander stayed over the footy. Intercepted. Boyd, quick kick. Cross the face of goal. 30 out from goal. Yates was there. Here's Jack Gerrish. Don't rule him out from there. And a kick has been intercepted by big Jack Driscoll, the boy from Huron Creek. And he kicks it across the goal. Oh, my goodness. That was nearly a turnover, Luke. Goes to Hargrave.
Yeah, no, he was, Robbie. And Hargrave. Now the Rovers coming back in here through McNamara. Short and low inside 50. Was missed by McCarthy. Dylan Stone on the second attempt. Out to Nolan. Nolan weaving left foot. Who's he got? Neander chipped in. Here's Wilson. Right foot snap. That's a beauty. That is a beauty from Dylan Wilson. We'll put that down as a Sunjan goal of the day. 47 plays 36. They just get a little handy break here, the Rovers, Scotty.
Absolutely, and it was one they needed, wasn't it? They've had a bit of time in there for a front half and just needed to convert one there, and now they get a little handy break in these conditions. It's going to be hard to make this one up and not being able to defend here from Lavington. Yeah,
really good finish there by Wilson and Rovers. Just a little getaway there. Murray's been great. He's had 5 touches on the 40-wing stat sheet. Brody Files had the 5 touches and a goal. He's been the best player on the ground. His efforts have been fantastic. Dylan Stones had the 3. Jack Garish with the 2. And Cody Shutt yet to touch the ball this quarter. He's doing a run with roll. And Tyson Anders had the 3 this quarter for Lavington.
They've threatened to get the ball on the outside a few times, the Panthers, but it just hasn't been the day to get it done at the moment. McKinley overran the footy. Good work by Dylan Stone. Hacked it back towards now Garish. High up and under. Billy Glanville sits under it and almost marked it. Tim Hanna did well. Left foot kick from the boy from Hay. Knocked over the top here by the Rovers. It's right smack bang in the centre of the ground here in the cricket pitch. It's pretty thick and heavy and sticky in there. And it's going to be a ball up. Or no, it does come out. Sammy Hopper is the benefit. Kicks it. Albers. That's a good grab. Elite body and paint player of the day. Inside handball to Hargrave. Drives it long. Inside forward 50. Driscoll! Sean Driscoll. That's a good grab. A really strong grab. He's not a tall player. God, he's got a lot of courage. And who I reckon has been Lavington's most consistent player this year, from what I've seen.
First mark inside 52, boys, for the game for Lavington.
Gee, there you go. Well, Billy Glanville took one about 5 minutes ago, Vaccaro, so I don't know what you're looking at.
Second. Joey took one just before
and
that.
Joey Hansen.
Third.
There you go.
What are you doing over there?
And that's just this quarter.
Boys, just a quick one. How good smart again by Miles Albers. He was stuck on the ground and gave the quick handball, which meant they could move the footy quicker and allowed this mark to happen.
Into the breeze. You have to kick it nearly 40 metres. Sean Driscoll comes in. He's poked at it. Won't make the distance. It stays in play. Cook was there. Hallows tackled. And Nolan thought about slinging, and that's where the game's going now. He decided he'd just have to hold him there, Mont. It's going to be a ball up. Still 20 metres out from Lavington's goal.
It is Robbie. Dan Vaccaro just having a nap on his 40 Wings mattress. Oh, Curly. Just...
I don't know why I said it either. I wrote it down as well. Wrote it down.
Come on, Dan.
Come on, mate.
Having a nightmare here.
And it's gone through for 1 minus score, so 10 points the margin. Sam Murray to come out from the fullback position. So he's at the Hannah Street end. Let's have a look who he can find. He's going for his brother Toby. Brennan. Toby picks it up. Over the top to Dylan Stone. Off to McNamara. 20-metre one to Philo, who's been excellent today. And then a squaring ball. Look at that. Skills are sublime. Even in the wet to Shutt. Sam Murray running past. He ignores him. Now Cody.
Oh, what's Sammy done?
No one on Toby Murray. That was just too easy. Now he's found one out here in Henderson. Gets to him on the half volley. Off to Philo. And now he sends it in. Look at that for a kick looking for Boyd. Oh, well done from Bevan. Got in there to cut it off. Harland at the bottom of the pack is wrapped up by Henderson. And the umpire's going to have it. 10-point margin. We're going 20 minutes on the A.T. Jones time clock. This is the third term. Brought to you by Indigo Power. Here's Robbie McKinlay for McRae Motors.
Yeah, Drew Bevan. Gee, that was courage. The real ultimate fastness, tough nut of the day contender. Henderson kicks the ball inside forward 50. Jono Spooner was there. Ball sits in front of him. Easily gets through the tackle of Amory. Kicks it down the half forward. McNamara was there. Took the mark. He goes short. Kick. Oh, good work from behind by Miles Albers again. Just doing those little things. Curley got the ball out. Tapping around. Buzzing around. Here's a go for Hopper. Hopper was there. Dylan Stones tapped the ball. Back towards Hopper, back towards Curley. Kick off the ground was good. Big Jack just needs to get a shepherd here if he can. McQuaid will take that out over the boundary line, and he did it in the most subtle fashion possible, and it'll be a boundary throw in. True centre wing, Luke. Velodrome's side of the ground, that's what I'm trying to say. It's a 10-point lead to Wangaratta Rovers, and we've gone 21 minutes on the A.T. Jones time clock.
We have Robbie and another... throw in here. What's happened there?
The wind just took it. Yeah, the wind's really picked up again here, boys. It's definitely picked up from what it was at half time. So,
how's the drop punt from Ash Broughton?
Yeah, the lace is out.
He laced out the boundary umpire.
I don't know.
That's just gone again.
I think it's this young boy's action too. He's sort of he's an over the shoulder one.
He's a slinger, isn't he?
Yeah, he is. He's a
slinger.
Tomo the bowler.
Yeah.
That's what he is. Yeah.
Good cricket analogy there. It's
for us born in the 20th century, probably Lassif Malinga or something like that.
Yeah, thank you very much.
Yeah.
Gaston,
inside
long,
50.
penetrating kick.
Yeah, over the back of Spina there, Robbie, and ball out of bounds. So 10-point margin here, third term. We're gone close to 22. Inspirations Paint. Gee, they're all big moments now. It's getting very tight in the clinches, Robbie.
It is indeed. The Panthers would love a late goal. If they give one up here, that means they're going to have to kick at least 3 goals in the final term. It's 25 out from the Wangaratta Rovers goal. They lead by 10 points. 22 minutes have ticked out. Over. We're doing it for Indigo Power. Ball up. Hannah. Tap towards Hargrave. Hurry kick. Out. Slews off the side of the boot for a boundary throw in. 60 metres out from the Lavington defensive goal. Dan Vaccaro for 40 winks.
Just what a quarter by Brody Philo, boys. He's had the 7 touches. He's up to 23 for the game, and he's kicked a goal. And Tommy Hargrave as well. He's up to the 19 touches for this game for Lavington.
Yeah, Philo's been outstanding. What about his skills in the wet, Scotty?
Yeah, he's on another level in his skill level compared to everyone else. He really should be playing at a higher level, you would have thought, at some stage in his career. But, yeah, he just shows on days like today how good he is.
Here goes Gary. She bursts away, sends it forward. Sitting back there, Butler put it to the deck. Boyd's hot in his hammer. He has to go again. Butler comes out towards Henderson. Butler cleans up, did well on the second attempt for his team. And net off his boot. That'll be up in the full, will it?
I reckon it is.
The umpire didn't pick it up, but Scotty, I thought that was clearly out in the full.
Yep.
You got us down there, Monty?
Sorry, boys. I was just confirming with the Wangaratta Rovers bench that it is concussion for Justin Lewis.
Okay.
So he's out of the game, yep.
No worries. We'll go to you, Robbie.
All right, mate. Gaston, clever tap to the advantage of Dylan Stone. Here comes McCarthy, is it, through traffic? He did well. Centering kick, I don't mind it. Chance here for Mark Lou. Spectacular dive at the footy. Could be a big chance for a turnover here. Spooner got a wonderful handball out to Joey Hansen. Curley is all clear at centre wing. I'm not sure what his options are. He decides to take on McNamara. Punched it low. Paddy Murray was there. Murray, look at that for a handball. Beautiful handball. Got it onto Garish. Drives it long inside forward 50. Mark Lou.
Boyd in the goal square. Boyd in the goal square.
Oh, Boyd was in the goal square. But I don't know. This is going to be Mark Lou right in his wheelhouse. He's got the breeze directly behind him. And he's going to line up goal number 4. 24 minutes gone to extend the lead to 16 points.
Jack Curley just had no options, kick forward there, and the ball turned over. And 2 possessions later, it's inside 50 and having a shot on goal. So Rovers transitioned so well there.
And Alex Marklew kicks from exactly 49 metres high. It gives it a chance to keep going. It keeps going. It's a goal. No Lavington player got a touch on that.
Oh, no.
Or did they? Now there's a conference. There's 4 umpires involved. A goal umpire, a field umpire, 2 boundary umpires. Here comes the fifth.
There you go.
There's 5.
Oh.
Touched. I don't know what the young fella, young Hughesy, said coming in, but all of a sudden they made a decision. He's got a bit of clout, that young fella. Get out of the road, boys. I'll take over. Kick in was sensational too. Gee, how about that for tension, Luke Francis?
Yeah, Hughesy with the casting vote, Robbie.
Oh, did he? What?
Down there in the goal square, just profound influence. And it's been touched. Yeah, unreal. So,
hello, Blake Escott.
Yeah, extraordinary. Nothing short of it. 9 points here. The Wang Rovers up 48-37. Nolan on the boot, sends it forward. Good entry here. Oh, Boyd went right up over the top. Ball heading towards the boundary chalk and has gone out of bounds. Righty-o.
Nick Brennan, courage.
Who's going to step up here? So we're at the 25-minute mark of the third term. A.T. Jones time clock. It's brought to you by Indigo Power. Robbie, we've got a great end of his third term and last term coming up.
Yeah, it makes me nervous. There's no one in that Lavington goal square at the moment. Dangerous situation. Falls okay from Hopper. Kick off the ground. Well trapped. McNamara. He'll go long. Inside forward 50. Curley missing it. Over his head. Snapshot by Mark Lou. Was an extraordinary expansive attempt. Ewan McKinlay was there and he's going to see it through for a rush behind. So it's not a matter of Lavington trying to get a late goal. It's a matter of Lavington not conceding a late goal here. Rovers lead by 12 points. We've gone 26 minutes in the third quarter for Indigo Power.
Haaland, fullback position. Panther, look at that free kick. Gee, can hook onto them. Outside 50, well outside. And then Philo picks it up to Sam Murray. Rolling ball along the ground. Haaland has to meet it. Goes off the ground now. Ends up in the hands of McNamara. Heads inside 50. McCarthy's got it. Good footy from the Rovers, Scotty.
Yeah, just really smart there by McCarthy. Didn't follow the footy around, just found himself some space. And Paddy McNamara twice now on the exit from Lavington's been able to get in the way and have a intercept possession and hit a target inside 50. So Alex McCarthy, I'm going to back him from here, boys.
Look at Osborne.
Yeah, they've turned. O'Brien's turned his back on him.
Yeah.
Harlan's got him covered now. So here goes McCarthy. Man on the mark. He's probably at 40 metres. Look at that. Strikes it beautifully. Oh, wow. That's a telling goal. 55 plays 37, close to three-quarter time on the Inspirations Paint scoreboard. Let's go back to Dan McCarr on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Yeah, what a great finish there by McCartney, and they've just completely dominated this quarter. Rovers, they've had 16 inside 50s to Lavington 7, so a complete domination there. Should almost be a little bit more up, but it's 55 to 37 at the moment. Sam Murray's been great. He's had 6 touches this quarter, as is Jack Gerish. Brodie Follows had the 9 touches and a goal, and he's just been the standout performance today. And for Lavington, Tom Hargraves had the 5 touches, and everyone else has been fairly quiet this quarter, Robbie.
Yeah, they've kicked the only 4 goals of this quarter. They've kicked 5 of the last 6 goals in the game. So the Wangaratta Rovers, 18 points. Can't be too long to go now. Dylan Stone out of the centre of the ground now. Lost control of the footy. Kick off the ground by Dylan Wilson. They've all lifted the Rovers. Gee, they've played a good quarter of footy. Joel Smith out there fighting hard on centre wing. Panthers can't break at this stage. Glenville's got a chance to pick up the footy. He's under a lot of pressure. He decided to go for a hurried kick. Sitting under it's the Ibis. Got knocked away from him. Came to ground. Smith was there as well for Rovers. Coming through hard might have been Osborne. And it is going to be ball up. Right on three-quarter time as it ticks past right on 4 o'clock here at the Lavington Sports Ground. And the Wangaratta Rovers, they were 6 points behind 4 points behind at half time. They've kicked 4 goals to Lavington's 4 behinds. Lavington 4-13-37, Rovers 8-7-55. It was all Wangaratta Rovers, and they will take an 18-point lead into the final quarter. We look forward to bringing that to you. Don't give up if you're a Panthers supporter yet. There's still a bit of breeze behind it. They've got a big job to do. On O&M Live, you won't miss a thing.
Clear.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining
Back
and Bar.
exchange time.
And right
back
now,
to
you can get
exchange.
crumbed barramundi fillet
Thanks.
served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Albury-Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTafe is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTafe is the place for you.
GoTafe is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.
2AY.
Yeah, we're back here at the Lavington Sports Ground, and it is the Wangaratta Rovers who have taken a bit of high ground in this contest. They trailed by 4 points at halftime, a 4-goal-to-nothing third term sees them lead by 18 points. Monty, you're down on the boundary. You're wading your way through a pretty heavy centre wing there. What did you hear from the coaches, mate?
I need to put the long stops on, Robbie. He's got no traction whatsoever, but I was just listening to Adam Snyder then, just as the siren went. And, he said, look, boys, look at the wind. It's our way. We are a chance kicking 5 or 6 in this quarter, so don't turn away if they kick the first 1 or 2. So let's just keep going at it, keep playing the way we want to do. They're happy with the effort that Sean Driscoll's putting into Sammy Murray at the moment. And then listening to Sammy was really happy with that quarter. He said the way they set up, they executed everything they've planned for so far. They just need to make sure they've got one more quarter in them where they execute what they want to put out there.
And just for the Optus quarter's best two, boys, just quickly, Brody Fowler, that quarter, 9 touches, and Tom Hargrave, 5 touches for Lavington.
First goal huge in the final term.
Yep.
Toby Murray and Tim Hanna to contest the ruck. Toby Murray got it on the second attempt and then kicked it forward for the Rovers. Good contest on the half-forward flank. Playing on was Finn Osborne, tumbling, ball inside 50. Spina got a fist to it. Henderson, he just got his handball away to Philo and then got brought down quickly. Philo regathers. High kick up in the air, sitting under it, McKinlay, good mark. And he takes it in defensive 50 and he wants to play on quickly, Robbie.
He does. He goes long. And it's going to probably find Miles Albers. No, good work there. Paddy Murray did well. He just knocked it. He got a fist on that Mont and he just distracted. He made it a bit chaotic. He did well, Paddy.
He did. His opponent, Aidan Cook, sort of took the half step off to try and get it past the contest, and Paddy went straight for the footy at the contest and was able to get a hand and got it out of bounds.
Yeah, had done a lot of the footy, Paddy, but he just has not made mistakes. As the ball spins back in, Tim Hanna was there, Philo over around the footy. Oh, there's a free kick coming the way of Cody Shutt. No, play on's a call. Timmy Hanna through traffic. Got it on now to Hargraves, I think it was. Kicked it into half forward. Ball on the ground. Macca-Hallows. Will it fall for him? No, it don't. Kick off the ground. And Jack Harland, I think it was, who missed it. Margin back under 3 goals at 17 points.
It was, Robbie. So Harland just with a quick one off the deck.
That would have lifted through the roof.
Yeah, here goes Sam Murray again. Look at that one. High outside 50. Bouncing ball at the moment. And picked up and kicked forward by Amory. And then Johansson. Yates quickly on the boot. Sends it up to the half-forward flank. Nolan in a one-on-one with Albers, who knocks it along the ground to McKinlay. And then brought down in a Sam Murray tackle. And he's caught holding the ball, the umpire says.
He's intercepted it.
He did too, Ewan. He just snaffled it and sent it inside 50. Harlan with a couple of bites at it. Cook plays on to O'Brien. Here's a go for the Panthers. Right foot kick. No. It's gone through for one behind. So 55 plays 39 on the Border Carpet scoreboard in the final term. It's brought to you by Mac Jack Sheds. The A.T. Jones time clock has gone just over 2 minutes. We'll go to you, Dan.
Just quickly just around the grounds for McRae Motors at the Wangaratta Showgrounds. It's 9-12-66 to Yarrawonga 10-6-66, boys. So it's getting very tight down there.
So is it level?
It levels.
Righto, there you go. Murray plays on, kicks down the line, flying high, was Glanville, couldn't get it. Panthers have just got to make the most of these opportunities. Inside forward 50, running at it now with Sammy Murray. Kept his head over the footy, dribbled it short. Glanville was there, can't get it out. Now it does come out. It's like a rugby union scrum there at the moment. Rovers defending firmly there, and they're going to lock it down. So 45 metres out from the Panthers' goal. They've kicked 2 points. They trail by 16. They've got the breeze behind them. And we've gone 3 minutes, Lukey Francis.
Yeah, season-defining game in so many ways for both of these clubs. Garish quickly on the boot. And coming out, Albers. Nice hand pass off to Yates. On the boot, tumbling ball to the top of the goal square. Hands to it, out of bounds. So 55 playing 39. Three and a half gone, final term.
Mont, they've got to do better than that, I reckon. They've got to try to spot someone up. I know it's wet, but they've just got to be a little bit clever, I reckon.
Yeah, absolutely. Saw in that third quarter with Wang Rovers, they were just spotting up targets everywhere inside 50.
Big throw in. Going to ground, McCarthy. Wrapped up. Umpire's going to call for Robbie.
Yeah, because I think sometimes you have got more time than you think. You've got to hold your ground, see what you can spot up. They are attacking, and the Rovers are hanging on at the moment. Shagger Nolan let the ball run to the boundary. Miles Albers tried to smother, put good pressure there. Good work there by Drew Bevan. Ball sits with O'Brien. He got a little kick off the ground. It's going to come out now. No, it doesn't. Goes back in. It goes out and it comes back in. And then the umpire, Craig Eastick, says, give it to me. He will ball it up. 4 minutes gone. So there's still plenty of time on the clock. Lavington just need to get this goal to get them going. To get that margin under 10 points. Follow, he might be penalised here. No, play-ons are cool. O'Brien over the footy. It's just deja vu, repeat, rolling maul, another ball up. It's just gone outside forward 50 now. Lavington trail by 16 points.
Rightio, Dan, we'll get our leading possession getter from each team, thanks to 40 Wings.
Yeah, absolutely. So it's Brody Follow at the moment, boys. He's at 28 disposals, and Sam Murray's on 27. And for Lavington, it's Tom Hargrove with 21.
Look at Garish go. He had a bounce in the wet too. Unreal. Osborne on to Stone, and then bouncing ball up towards the attacking 50 arc for the Rovers. Oh, good play. Brilliant from Yates.
Yep.
Got it to O'Brien. Then on to Hannah. Oh, she just got rid of Amory. Don't know if that was fair anyway. Umpire said play on. Their players tearing him for the pill now. Here's Butler. Great work. On the left boot, heading towards the line, and gains about 35 metres for his team. Scotty Montgomery.
Yeah, absolutely. Smart there from Butler. They were able to just battle their way out there, Lavington, because they were out there, Wangaratta Rovers, with 2 men running towards goal, but they were able to stop that. Yeah, very well fought by Adam Butler.
Yeah, great work there, Andy Yates too. He did a terrific job there. He was under the pump. They were just about out. Hannah won the tap. Follow should get he thought he might have got a free kick. Not sure if he had it. Now it comes forward. Curley appealed for a free kick. Good smother by McKinlay on Smith. Comes back to McKinlay. Good quick handball to Garland. Garland's kick goes inside forward 50. Numbers here sit with the Panthers. Oh, Jack thought he got one high. Umpire didn't agree, and Jack, you're in strife. And he's given away a free kick. Who made the tackle? Sam Murray made the tackle. He has been absolutely outstanding today for the Rovers.
28 disposals.
Oh dear, intercept handball. Big Hayden Cook from long range. Misses to the right-hand side. Minus score. 3rd point for the quarter. 4 goals, 16. Inaccurate kicking cost them last time against the Rovers. The margin's 15 points.
Yeah, it's just been the story of the year for the Panthers, Robbie, hasn't it? So 15 points in it. And the Rovers have it on half-back to Stone. And he wants to play on around the body, left foot kick, finds McCarthy. McCarthy tried to get to Gaston. McKinlay came from nowhere, but Gaston ended up with it. Goes inside 50. Great kick-finding boy. He's got a player on over the
Wilson,
top.
is it?
Yeah, he's not going to go to him, though. He's going to hold it, Scotty.
Yeah, smart there, because if he had gone on quick and made a mistake with a wet footy, it could have just cost him a goal. So he'll go back here and have the set shot. It's been a tricky pocket, this one, because you sort of shielded a little bit with the wind from the grandstand, and then when it pops out, it takes it really quickly. So you just got to allow for it, kick to the right. right of the goalpost, I reckon.
Oh, wouldn't this hurt? This would get it back out to 21, Robbie.
7 minutes of dominance by the Panthers. No goal to show for it.
That's it. And then back inside 50 for the Rovers. So let's have a look. Tom Boyd here with a real chance to make it hard for the Panthers, and he absolutely nails it. That was a beautiful kick, and you got to put that down as a Sunjan goal of the day. 61 plays 40 on the Border Carpet scoreboard. And we'll go to you, Dan Vaccaro, on the 40-wing stat sheet.
Yeah, really good. And Robbie hit the nail on the head. Dominance by Lavington in that last 10 minutes, and they just have nothing to show for it. And Rovers just showing extra class there. 3 inside 50s at the moment. Philo, Stone, and Murray, all 4 touches apiece. And just quickly for around the grounds for McRae Motors, Yarrawonga Pigeons have kicked the last 5 goals of the game. So they're 12-7-79 in front of Wang Magpies 9-12-66, and Bailey Fraunfelder lining up at the moment.
Oh,
wow.
You'd think there must be a breeze down there as well too. Well, they've kicked the last 5 goals of the match. Have the Wangaratta Rovers. They lead it by 21 points. Jack Driscoll won the tap. Cody Shutt's kick was smothered. Kick off the ground by Neander was clever. They've got to get a quick reply here, the Panthers. Here's a chance for Hallows. Must lift. Coming through hard there was Murray again. Sam, that was. Out the back was Garland. Just found a way to get the ball out of the clearance. Hannah. That ball's going to beat him. It'll go over the boundary line. It sits 25 metres around from their behind post. Rovers lead by 21 points. 8.5 minutes gone for Mac Jack Sheds. That's on the Border Carpet scoreboard. Lukey?
Yes, Robbie. Scotty, you probably don't need me to tell you, but unless the Panthers get the next one, that'll be it. That'll be curtains.
Yeah, it's going to be even tough from here, I reckon, boys. 4 goals when they've only kicked 4 for the game, so it's going to be very tough for them.
And Curley got swung around. Here's Hallows. They still alive. Oh, he just misses by a point. He just misses and kicks a point, I should say. So 20 points the margin. 61 plays 41. We've got 9 minutes in the final term. This one's brought to you by Mac Jack Sheds. Yeah, Robbie, so they pepper their goals, but they need a major, don't they?
Free kick here too, boys, against Tyson Neander, I think it was. Just took Dylan Stone to ground.
Hey,
the top of the 50.
Dan, 40 Winks, what are the inside 50s for this quarter and also for the overall for the game?
So for this quarter, Lavington are up to 5 in front of Rovers, only having the 3. And then for the game, I'll get back to you on that, Robbie.
Yeah, sweet. Yeah, a bit of a turnover here. Cook applied a lot of pressure out on that far side of the ground, but they're going to get out Sam Murray. Elite handball to Dylan Stone, who was tackled. And he's tackled, and Ash Broughton says, give it a me. 70 out from their Lavington Golds.
So the inside 50 count, Robbie, was Lavington for the game have had 35 and Rovers have had 43.
Okay, there we go. That's for 40 Winks. Dan Vaccaro. Gaston, clever little kick, intercepted by Hopper. Inside forward 50, a diving attempt, free kick, whistle. Mont, down to you. Did you see what happened?
Yeah, just the front-on contact bump from Philo, I think it was on Sammy Hopper. So he's bringing it back to Sammy Hopper.
If you just tuned in, the Panthers have 4 goals, 17 on the scoreboard, Robbie. And again, it's been the story of 2023. So they trail 41. The Rovers are 61. Here comes the ball inside 50 to the scoreboard end. Murray just kicks it off the ground. Philo, been absolutely terrific today on that left foot. Just gets it outside 50. Boyd's trying to run onto it. Butler with front spot. He went to ground. Hopper, beautiful pickup. Got swung around in the tackle. Johansson ends up now with Boyd. Comes back now to Osmond, then on to Philo. High kick up towards the edge of the 50 at the Hannah Street end. Johansson got a fist to it. Ends up in the hands of Spina. Over the top to Jack Driscoll. Then on to Harland. In fact, Hargrave. Bouncing ball. Now Garish might get onto this. Or McCarthy just overran it. Curley wrapped up by Nolan.
Yeah, good call.
And holding the ball, and they're away here, Robbie.
Yeah, Garish played on with the advantage down to Mark Ludy Marks. They just look so much more efficient as they take that ball forward, Mont. It's Mark Ludy. He's still down at the moment.
Yeah, I think John O'Spinner might have landed on the back of his leg here, so just have a look and see if he can get up or not. But he just his body work to start off with, really engaged. Spinner pushed off at the right time, was able to get back at the footy and take a really good mark. But he's definitely struggling here, boys. Got the trainers around him now.
It's like he was holding sort of the back of his knee sort of area.
Yeah.
Which is concerning.
I'll tell you, you'll know it's a
it.
bit serious if he doesn't have a shot on goal.
That's exactly
that's
straight off, boys.
I don't like the look of this. So he's being helped off the ground. I'll just have to let this clear a bit before they start.
And Dylan Wilson was very quick to run over and be the next
He was
in line, wasn't he?
First man on the scene. And I will just quickly go around the grounds, boys, because it is 10-13-73, Wang Magpies, 2 Pigeons, 13-7-85. 14 minutes gone in the last, so that's
12-point margin there to Yarrawonga. Yes, Dylan Wilson had a lot more passion for the ball than he had compassion for his teammate. It's a big kick on goal. This will sink Lavington. Oh, he ran around the man on the mark, got on the left foot. Kick was smothered by Tommy Hargraves. So Dylan Wilson, he recovered pretty well. Slipped the handball to Gerish. He overran it. Gerish stayed over the footy. He was tackled. He's trying to knock it out. It won't come out. And Monty will go straight down to you because you can see there Alex Marklew coming off the ground.
Yeah, and a fair bit of pain, boys, too. A lot of grimacing going on, and he's still being helped all the way to the bench. So, yeah, I don't think we'll see him again.
Yeah, not good at all. Big one out of the ruck by Hannah. Ball hacked off by McKinlay. Bottom of the pack is shut, and it's tied up. And again, we'll have another ball up. So O&M Live, 1494 2AY. Scott Montgomery, Dan Vaccaro, Robbie McKinlay, and Luke Francis with you at the Lavington Sports Ground. Final term here, 61-41. The Rovers with a 20-point lead. Nolan in pursuit of this ball here. Right as centre wing. Curly right, and his hammer did so nicely. And then got it on the boot as he was brought down in a tackle. Stone going for it. He's met out there by Yates. And the ball, in fact, it's Sean Driscoll. And it's gone across the chalk again, Robbie.
It is. We've seen a bit of that. They're doing everything right at the moment, the Wangaratta Rovers, Monty, for the Newmarket Hotel.
Yeah, set up really well behind the footy too, boys. They're getting a couple of extras behind each stoppage and just making sure that there's no easy exit for Lavington at the moment, no space for him to work into as a forward line.
Hargraves, he sharked the tap of Gaston, went out the back, and it was picked up and kicked long down the line by the Rovers. It's in midfield. Spooner was there, might have got one high. Umpire Matty Hughes says, give it to me, fellas. He'll throw it up, centre of the ground. Smack bang, centre of the ground. 20-point lead to the Wangaratta Rovers, and it's almost too late now for Lavington. They'll need 4 goals. Hopper intercepted a hurried kick. He kicks it inside forward 50. Driscoll! Shawnee took a good grab. He's got someone on his own. He can play on. No one really on the mark. Run on and play on. He goes short, and he finds Jack Harlan, who marks 40 metres out direct in front. Distance won't be an issue. Goodness me, they've got to kick it.
Have to. Must kick goal, Scotty.
Yeah, Shawnee Driscoll, how good's he been? He's been really good today. He's been one of their most consistent players, as you said earlier, Robbie. He's just been so good this year. And the smart option there, Jack Harlan worked really hard to find space and was able to get there, and he's one of their better kicks and longer kicks too.
To give them a little bit of a heartbeat, Jack Harlan comes in, he's pushed it. He's pushed it to the left. 4 goals, 18, 42. That's 22 scoring shots. Wang Rovers 9-7-61. That's 16. That's 6 less, but they lead by 19 points. And Lukey, it does. It sums up Lavington season.
Yeah, it does.
We're seeing it here. It's been wasted opportunity in front of those big sticks.
Yeah, we've seen it week in, week out. It's hard to believe, really. You nearly have to take a photo of the scoreboard as Sam Murray comes out with that thumping kick again from the goal square, ground level. And Wilson and McKinlay. Wilson, Hannah trying to drag the ball off him, steals it in the end. And the umpire said, you're gone. Well, that was interesting. And now what's happened here? Reversed.
No, it's 50.
Yeah, 50.
It is too.
Yeah.
So Brody Follow, I think, was arguing it was Wilson. I think it's Wilson that's argued the free kick there, Scotty, and it's turned over.
They've got to kick this. They've still got time. There's probably 10 or 11 minutes after this.
Here we go. So Tim Hannah. Okay, so he kicks it. He kicks a goal. So it's 61-48. 13 points on the Border Carpet scoreboard. Let's go back to you, Scotty.
Yeah, I think it was Brody Fowler. I think you were right the first time. Like
Okay,
he's still
yeah.
talking to Ash Broughton now through the middle of the ground. So
He is too.
Yeah, he Ash has just done the right thing and ran away from him, so Brody can't say anything doesn't mean. But, yeah, silly 50-metre penalty because it was going to be a dump kick because all the numbers were inside 50 for both teams. So they should have just, keep your mouth quiet there and don't give them an easy one because that goal just gives them a little bit of a sniff now. And just a little update on Alex Marklew, boys. They're just checking the ankle and the top of the foot. So not a knee, which is good, but, yeah, just checking out that ankle now.
13 points, 17 minutes tick over. I reckon about 10 minutes left in this one. Panthers must get a goal the next couple of minutes, you would think. It would get that margin around that 7 points. And we know they'll kick a point or two.
Yeah.
So they just need a couple of goals. You'd almost say if they kick a couple of goals, they'll win it. They trail by 13. Ball up, restart. Hannah with power. Good work there by Joel Smith. Kicks it inside forward 50. McCarthy took a half volley. Nick Brennan, who's been solid, pumped it towards centre wing. Nice work there, but it's knocked down over the footy. Shoveled out brilliantly. Here's a chance for Stone. Spun off the footy. It ball ricocheted back towards the Panthers. They'll get it inside forward 50. O'Brien paddled it cleverly. Curley through traffic. Was tackled brilliantly. Chance for McKinlay. Got through the ball. Spun out. Rovers' defence is magnificent. They hold up. And it's going to be balled up 25 metres out from Lavington's goal. They trail by 13 points. And that's on the Mac Jack. We're doing this for Mac Jack Sheds. That's on the border carpet scoreboard. Here's Luke Francis.
Yeah, big play here, Robbie. Let's have a look. Over the top, Toby Murray. McNamara on the boot. Hannah goes again. Stones over the top of him. Glanville try to dish it out. And then in goes Tom Hargrave. Oh, great hard ball get on the boot. Sending it towards the pocket. Sam Murray. Back there, how many down on the 40-wing stats?
He's at 31, boys.
And then goes out to Garish, and it's going to be hard for the Panthers. They really needed something from that, Robbie.
Yep, they did, mate. And it's Garish. Punts it down the velodrome side of the ground. They need a quick entry back in. So Amory overran the footy. Here's a chance. Joey Hansen, torpedo punt. It's a bit of an ugly old kick, and it slews out over the boundary line in that dead pocket. 40 metres around. From the Lavington goal, 18.5 minutes have gone, 61 to 48, 13-point lead to Wangaratta Rovers. And I reckon max 8 to 9 minutes in this one. It comes back in. Koo can stand up here for the Panthers. Ball paddling around, pinballing around, as Gus McLeod likes to say. Shaganola kicks it out of bounds on the full. It's gone halfway up the hill. It's almost in the velodrome. It knocked the cyclist over.
Look at that little boy go. Look at him.
Look at him go. He must be a Panthers supporter, I'd say.
He must be. He must be.
Or he's going to pinch it. Keep running, kid. Not a bad little roost either.
Yeah,
Have a look at that.
Tell you what. He's on.
That's a good kick.
Yeah, star.
Well done, young fella. I reckon Travie Cartwright would have been all over that one too.
In the hoodie?
Now, that must have been touched off the boot. I don't know what happened there. I thought it was out of bounds on the full.
Not to
Take
worry.
it away, Luke.
Yeah, here we go, Robbie. Ground level.
Monty, what happened there?
I was actually watching what's going on the bench here. Just Alex Marklews, he's shattered, boys. He's been told he won't come back out there, and he's just gone and sat about 20 metres away, just sort of trying to collect himself a little bit, so pretty upset about it.
Neander. Just left a centre wing on the boot hurriedly. Now the mark is taken by Glanville. They need a quick one. Here's Billy. Man on the mark is at 48. What's Glanville going to do?
Look at Sam Murray, all on his own in the goal square. He's like a quarterback here.
Oh, what a kick finding McKinlay. What work, Scotty?
Yeah, just even the work rate from Ewan McKinlay there. Just he worked right down to the goal square, come back up, presented twice, and was finally rewarded. And Billy Glanville just set it down in front. It was a perfect kick, didn't overkick it, just straight down in front and good hands from Ewan.
This to bring it back to 7. Ewan McKinlay. Oh, he's missed it. It's a behind. Okay, so it's 12 points, 2 straight goals, and Sam Murray will have the ball at the fullback position. Dan, we'll go to you on the 40-wing stats.
Yeah, it's just been disappointing for Lovey. That was their 19th point for the day, but they've had 11 inside 50s this quarter, so really wasteful opportunities. Sam Murray's about to have his 32nd touch.
He does. He drives it long too, and a chance out the back here. Bevan did well. He didn't let the ball slide over the back. Comes back inside forward 50. Hargraves! Tommy Hargraves. It must have been called play on. It must have been touched. So the ball's back in dispute here. It's locked down, and yeah, it was just another wasted opportunity there.
Yeah.
You can't afford to be missing balls on the left-hand side. They know there's a cross breeze there, and they're just making it so hard. Here's Tommy Hargraves again. Won it. Sam Murray shoveled it, got it. Here's Driscoll. Overran the footy. That was Sean. Ball's 20 out from goal. McKinlay. Kick was smothered. Dylan Stone was in there. Ball might go out of bounds. Hansen came in too late.
It was out on the full.
It is out of bounds on the full, so Joey Hansen will have it. Too far out to score, I reckon, Lukey Francis. He's just going to have to pump it in there and get a bit of chaos.
Yeah, that's right, Robbie, and here it comes. Ball go.
Hendo. Drive them to set it up in there. Hold your spot, Shotty. Run, Brody, run!
Yeah, I know the batteries are going flat on the bloody thing. I'm just waiting for a break in play. This will do it, right? Oh no. Okay, thanks.
Hold Al, hold it, Al, hold it, use the spare. Alex, use the spare. Use the spare. Spare again, Dej. Kick one, go. Right, what's it doing? Chambo, get back to cover. Chambo, go.
O'Brien just keeping it in play for the Panthers. Albers just out of bounds now. This is huge. So if you just tuned in, the Rovers lead by 6 points. The Panthers have it in their forward pocket on the far side scoreboard end.
Sun shining.
That's right. Boundary umpire with it. Let's have a look. Not long left in this game. Hannah goes up. Got it down in front. Look at the numbers around the pill. Jake O'Brien. McNamara at the bottom. Amory, the bottom of the pack, holds it in. And we're going to have a stoppage here. Robbie McKinlay, take it away from McRae Motors.
They've got to set up behind the ball here. Panthers almost conceded clearance. They've almost got to let this one get out of here. 15 out from goal. The tap to the boundary line. Here's a chance. Overrunning it was Miles Albers. Now it does come free. Shawnee Driscoll's there. Couldn't pick up a greasy ball. Rovers have done well. They've worked the ball another 25 metres. It's 60 metres around from the Lavington goal. The ball's going to be thrown back in. Here's Luke Francis. Only minutes left.
Yeah, 26 gone, final term. Toby Murray in the ruck, brought it down in front again. Another stoppage tied in here, Scotty.
Yeah, absolutely. Again, there's not one player in the Rovers half, and there's only probably 2 Rovers players outside the 50 here, so they're really trying to clog it up and kill this game.
Brown and Gold lead by 6 points, just outside 50 for the Panthers. Shut went in. On the boot from Garish. High hat kick up in the air. Jack Driscoll takes the mark. Now he's about 70 from home, and he pumps it inside 50 for the Panthers. Let's have a look. Sean Driscoll.
No, it's Murray.
It was Murray. He ended up with it. How did that happen, Scotty? Remarkable.
Yeah, they both went up at exactly the same time. I think Shawnee got a little bit more off the ground because he's a little bit smaller. But they, Sammy just too strong and took the good grab.
The Ibis, Toby Murray kicks it to centre wing. Fisted ball, chance for Garland. Handball was intercepted. Oh, McCarthy took him on. Somehow got a handball out to Philo. Philo's clever. Dished off the ball now. Garish runs. He had one bounce. Garish had two bounces. Jack kicks it. Low chiselling ball. Deliberate they're trying to cry for. That is a clever kick. If he gets away with that, that is a brilliantly weighted kick by Jack Garish. It's gone out of bounds. 30 metres around from the Wang Rovers goal. That was absolutely brilliant. He took a couple of bounces. 27 and a half minutes gone. Rovers lead by 6, Luke. I reckon they've done enough.
Yeah, that might get it done, Scotty.
Absolutely. And now there's not one player in the Lavington half, boys. So they're just going end-to-end here at both sides.
Hargrave, just a quick kick away. Amory and McKinlay tearing in Dylan Stone. Henderson and also Annette. Henderson got brought to ground in a strong tackle. Look at the players boring in for the Sharon here. Final term, closing stages. Rovers, quick one by Amory out of the pack. Bouncing ball, Spooner. And they get home, the Rovers, in an absolute heart stopper. What a win from the Brown and Gold. Fantastic. Visiting the Lavington Sports Ground today. They've done it in round 12. They take the points in an absolute cliffhanger. 9-7-61 to Lavington's 6-19-55. Scotty, what a terrific contest.
Yeah, it was a good win in the end, wasn't it? The really went both ways, the flow of the game. But, obviously hitting the scoreboard is the most important thing, and 6-19 is just not going to get it done in a lot of games.
Yeah, they kicked.
What a finish.
Lavington kicked 2 goals, 6 to 1 straight in the last quarter. Lavington did not kick a goal to the grandstand end of the ground. Wangaratta Rovers kicked 3 for the game.
It's amazing, isn't
it? So I reckon they'd have been stiff to lose at Monty, Wang Rovers. I know that Lavy had more scoring shots, but I just thought the way they controlled that game in the third quarter and held on so well in the first stage of that final term.
Yeah, I think you're spot on, Robbie, absolutely. I think that Rovers probably played the better footy for longer. It's just that Lavy hit the scoreboard a bit more often. Just weren't able to convert with some majors.
And they'll look back, Luke, and there was opportunity, wasn't it? And
just our own worst enemy today. It was just, it would have been a hard watch for Lavington Panthers fans. There's no doubt about that. But look, we'll have our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day very shortly. I reckon Scotty might give it to Brodie Philo.
Yeah, I think there's Brodie and there's Sam Murray. And Sam Murray just so inspirational today. He's going to go to Brodie. I look at him. So
yep. Rightio, we're about to head down to ground level, and Scotty Montgomery has got the brilliant Brodie Philo with him from the Wang Rovers.
Yeah, Luke, he got the Anytime Fitness Player of the Day, Brad Philo, buddy. How good was that? These are you don't mind these sort of conditions, do you, mate?
Oh, I love it. Obviously play a lot of wet games up north and that, so it was good to sort of crack in, have a good hard win. Lavy played pretty well there, and it was just a scrap. But our boys have hopefully hit our straps after a couple of bad losses, so on the rise, hopefully play some good footy.
And to be able to hold up in these conditions, probably not something you blokes are known for, but they were coming hard, Lavy, but you guys were able to hold up defensively and to get the win, you're really going to be proud of the whole group.
Yeah, well, it could have went anyway there. There was probably every player in that half, and they just kept firing it in, and we kept kicking it back out. So it was, a bit of a slug today, but, yeah, good game.
Well, mate, I'll let you go and enjoy it. Don't enjoy it too hard tonight, mate.
Tonight, yeah.
There we go. That was Scott Montgomery down there with our Anytime Fitness Player of the Day, Brodie Philo. That was a win full of character for the Wangaratta Rovers. That had a few question marks put upon them by a lot. Not a lot of people tipped them in the tipping around the media and all that. And I reckon they really answered the call today. Look, I don't think that they are a side that can win it this year, Lukey. But what they showed is there's still a bit of a chance to push for that top 3. But, that was a really good win in the end, and led magnificently by their coach, Sam Murray. We'll quickly get Dan Vaccaro just rejoin us. Just one of those stats for Dan, for Sammy Murray, please.
Sam Murray, I'm just adding them up now.
Yeah, he'll take your adding up too. He went
Sam Murray had 33 disposals, boys.
Yeah, and a couple that he won't count as disposals.
Yep.
Were a couple of those tackles in the last line of defence that were just absolutely magnificent.
He's just so good at body lining the ball at any stage, Robbie, but particularly in the wet this afternoon. He just got that big frame behind it and just kept going through with driving power.
I might just, hey Mont, you still with us? No, he's actually talking to Sam Murray in there. I think they're waiting for the Wangaratta Rovers women's side to come out on the ground before they can go into the change rooms. So maybe that, I don't know whether that maybe presents an opportunity for us to take a break. We do like to get the club song. Well, on this we might get, Monty might even be able to film that, record that for us. We'll take a break because we'll come back and we'll have all our post-match interviews. Just repeating, if you've just joined us, 6-point win for the Wangaratta Rovers. It was an absolute thriller here at the Lavington Sports Ground on O&M Live. You won't miss a thing.
Looking for somewhere great to eat? Check out Social Dining and Bar. And right now, you can get a crumbed barramundi fillet served with chips and dill hollandaise from just $22. Come and be part of it all at Social Dining and Bar at the SSNA.
Pain or injury can stop you from living life to the fullest. Wodonga Private Hospital specialises in advanced orthopaedic services and offers a full range of care from diagnosis to surgery and rehabilitation. Get back to the life you love with our support.
Go where you can live and learn locally. Go where students come first. Go for the choice of 120 courses across 11 campuses. Go for it with GoTAFE.
0.0% alcohol. This changes everything.
Rewrite the rules. Carlton 0.
Adroit Insurance and Risk, your local insurance advisor, able to tailor insurance programs to support your business.
And we're proud to support our local community.
How many subscriptions do you have? One for entertainment? And one for news? And meditation? One for sport? And one for music? Whatever you're into, you can now manage select paid subscriptions in one place and save up to 10% with Optus SubHub. Discover what's trending and save by bundling them all together. Streamline your subscriptions with Optus SubHub. It starts with yes.
GoTAFE is hiring, and we want you on our team. Flexibility, professional development, generous remuneration, and a staff wellbeing program are just a few of the great benefits we offer. If you have a passion for your skill or qualification and you're looking for real work-life balance, then GoTAFE is the place for you.
GoTAFE is leading,
Inspiring.
hands-on,
Flexible. Fabulous.
We have dozens of trainer positions and corporate roles open right now. Get in touch today.
At 2AY, we're your home of live sport. Every weekend we bring you the best live broadcasts of the Ovens and Murray football and netball. Listen this weekend on your radio or the 2AY app.